Add him a few times.
Gotta add him.
What was happening yesterday is that Ticket would just let the conversation go so far left, and then it would just mess himself up. So it was like, I was getting mad because I'm like, bro, we had him, and then for some reason he'll bring up LeBron, and then it's like, bro, you can't win a LeBron. It's so hard to win a LeBron and Kobe debate, bro. It's so difficult. You can't do it. You just
Yo,
can't.
with Ticket, I'm trying to figure out if he goes left because he just has like a short attention span, or if he does that intentionally to try to get out of him getting caught up in a corner, you know?
Oh, he's definitely ducking. He's because he changes like he just changes topics, deflects. He's changing topics. Like if you Ticket, if he's arguing about something and he doesn't have complete knowledge about it, but you're gonna get on his line if you know what you're talking about.
So no, but the thing that last night, because that usually does happen, but last night, what the fuck is that?
I heard it too.
Last night, what happened is I was trying to get Chilltown on this Magic Johnson, right? And I was trying to set it up.
You were trying to what?
I was trying to get. What's wrong with what I said? What's wrong with what I said?
As you were saying, you were trying to get Chilltown
I was trying to get
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna repeat it.
All right, go ahead.
I was trying to get Chilltown on his Magic Johnson. What the fuck is so funny? I don't care what's so funny, bro.
Nah, Dub, these two are nasty.
I'm lost.
Jay Robinson, yo, if your name starts with J, you're nasty right now.
I'm lost, Dub, but I'm trying to hear what you're talking about.
So I was trying to get him. I don't get it. I would just keep going with the story.
Okay,
I was trying to get Chilltown on his Magic Johnson.
Talk about Chill's Magic Johnson.
Keep talking about his Magic Johnson.
And then for some reason, I don't know why, but Ticket wanted to bring up LeBron James and then just completely took over the conversation. And I was so mad after that. And then I brought it up later, but I was sitting here like Ticket yesterday. He just for some reason he wanted to have this LeBron versus Kobe debate, and I didn't think that you should ever have a LeBron and Kobe debate because it's one of the hardest debates to try to win. It's so hard.
So on which end? Like it's hard to win if you're arguing for Kobe.
If you're on
or
Kobe's
LeBron?
side, it's so difficult to win that one. It's extremely difficult.
I get why Ticket was changing the topics. He didn't want to talk about Chill's Magic.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yo.
Now I get it.
Wow, what an epic start today.
Now I can't even defend my dude Magic anymore. That's wild.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Hey, Dub, are you always on the panel?
Whenever I'm called upon. It's fun. I like it. After losing the Fluent, y'all pissed me off. So now I just have to take these debates more seriously.
I'm saying though, Dub, like if you ask me, because it's like other than Fluent, it really ain't much heat over there. Like
Fluent is not heat.
I mean, okay, in my opinion, we all got opinions. Some people say I'm wrong.
I think Fluent is
Fluent got heat, bro. Chilling Ticket just be yelling. That's how come they got wrapped up on Black Friday.
I don't be sleeping on Fluent. I'm sorry.
Dub, here's why
you be sleeping on Fluent, bro.
But here's why though. It's because you debate Fluent hard, like an intense debate with Fluent once a week for 3 hours. So it's like you're used to it. You're like, okay, Fluent, I know you're gonna do this. I know you're gonna do this. I know when you're gonna say this. I know when you're gonna contradict yourself. So you're not concerned about Fluent. But I'm like, bro, Fluent.
It's not
nice.
Nah,
I mean, you're nice too.
Fluent is nice, bro.
Nice as well.
My dog Flu is nice, man.
I've never seen a guy who's. This is my thing. This is my thing.
Why are you guys getting done started?
Yeah, like y'all get me mad, but this is my thing about analysts in general. I hate people who's not. I hate analysts who's not consistent. I hate analysts who likes moving the goalposts to whichever argument they see fit, and that's what Fluent does consistently. So it's just hard for me to respect somebody on an analytical standpoint like that. Because I mean, and J Rob, I don't know why you just don't catch on to this, but you agree with him all the time, so I expect this from you.
I rock with some of his takes, though.
It's the same thing with Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson. You do that too. You guys provide context for Lamar and his situation. Justin Herbert, you guys don't though. It doesn't
provide context for both. Pretty much. I've never not provided
Bro,
context.
you shitted on Justin Herbert for not making the playoffs.
I didn't shit on him. I said you guys can't talk about a guy like he's all world and he still has more to prove. That's all
tonight.
I'm saying.
We'll do it tonight.
Talk about his magic.
Nah, Fluent, like
That's
for real,
what I'm saying, bro.
Fluent is
I
like
what Fluent be saying. He don't be tripping to me.
Fluent is like Mars, but actually knows basketball. Like Fluent, like coming with it, bro. He really, but he actually know what he's talking about. He not just like making shit up and making it sound smart.
Hey, we're just gonna walk over Bobby sending a shot at Mars here.
I think y'all overrate him maybe because he's older than everybody. I think that's what it is. Just because he's older than everybody, some people just think that his opinion.
Bro, with age comes seeing everything. It's not about so much knowing.
I think that's a harsh assessment, bro.
No, that is the most.
You got to understand. Like, if somebody's been on the earth 30 years longer than you, which is like
so this is what Fluent and this is what.
Hold on, no. You do have to admit that on average, older folks, not at the senile stage, but older folks typically have more knowledge than younger people, just because they've seen. But they've seen. He saw all these people play, especially from a basketball aspect. He's seen stuff that we can only YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you look at highlights or you watch like 4 games out of a whole career, you don't see all the other 1,000 games they played. So you kind of going off of a different perception. Like, oh well, I saw him play against him, but you didn't see him play against all these other cats too. So it's for me. That's why a lot of times I try to keep like Wilt and Bill Russell and all those guys. I kind of try to keep them out of it because
he didn't watch me either.
But I'm not talking. Okay, but I'm just talking about what I haven't seen. So now I'm just talking about me. If I haven't seen all that, I'll just try not to speak on. I'll just pay them homage, show them love, but I haven't seen it. So it's like I can't. What do I know about something I never seen?
So this is what he does. So this is what he does, which he does do a good job of that. He plays the age card a lot. Coming from a guy that's been watching this for so many years, I'm telling you that this is this way. And for some reason, people just suck that shit up. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. So just for somebody to lean on their age to try to validate their point, it's just a weak standpoint in my opinion. Because that doesn't validate your point.
If that's all you have to stand on, then yeah. If that's all you have to stand on, that's not fair.
This is what he does. Whenever the base 50-50 or he's losing it, he'll go on this. He'll look at the camera. Coming from a guy that watched this for this amount of time, who's been around this, I'm telling you, this is what it is. And for some people suck that shit up.
Right. Nah, I think there's two perspectives because like I'm closer to in terms of age, I'm closer to you, Dub, than I'm closer to.
And I hate the way you view sports.
So my thing is, as somebody who plays sports, bro, I have a different I play mostly team sports in my life, so my view is different. So like I feel like I can relate to what Fluent be talking about, but I also try to bring the young shit in the mix too. But I stand on I'm very like what Bobby said. Like I do think we live in a generation, and I think you're a part of that community as well. That's like y'all love vanity over getting shit done. And personally, I don't think that's an old head way of thinking. I think that's just a mentality way of thinking, bro. And I do feel like that sometimes has to take into account. Even if I agree with you on some young generation shit, I also do feel like we do live in a results-driven world, bro. At the end of the day.
We do.
It's always been a results-driven world.
We do.
When has it ever been?
That's my point. That's my point, Ron. That's my point.
I always go with this. Except for when you're choosing women, when do you not choose what's more productive over what looks better?
That's a fact.
That's
kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy to say, but
guys.
When I look at women, when I see the most beautiful one, that's the one I want first. And then I'll go down the hierarchy. But
that's not the point. That's not the point where a lot of people make, especially with me and Mars. What me and Mars do a lot of the times where we sit here and we deep dive to a lot of these guys' career. And I just think it's wrong to sit here and say, Magic Johnson, for instance. Magic Johnson is a guy, he won this amount of rings, went to this many finals, so then he's on this type of stratosphere that's untouchable to everybody else. I don't agree with that way of thinking, especially when I consider the fact that he did have an all-time supporting cast to help him get put in a position to win, while other guys, I'll bring like a Steph or a Chris Paul, they didn't have the benefit of playing with those type of high caliber individuals, and that's more of the reasons why he didn't get it done, rather than him as a player. Like you said before, it's a team sport, and in a team sport, what's a famous saying? You're only as strong as your weakest link.
Wait, hold on. We have to go back to this what you just said about Steph Curry. Steph Curry hadn't been surrounded. Are you talking about what? When specifically?
Before KD. Before KD.
Like when he came into the league.
Like when he came into. When he came into the league, he didn't have the supporting cast of that Magic Johnson had.
But Steph Curry wasn't Steph Curry his first 5 years in the NBA.
I'm not talking about the beginning of his career. Bobby's saying the beginning of career. I'm talking about when he won the chips without KD, right? When he won the chips and was competing for titles without KD, he definitely had a lesser supporting cast than what Magic Johnson ever had. Correct?
You can say that.
100%. 100%. So that's why I'm saying that's why I brought up the Stephen Curry. So I just think it's wrong.
So yesterday, hold on, wait. You was trying to.
I just think it's wrong to sit here and put these guys on this level mainly because their team won rings.
But I think it's unfair to talk about Magic because Magic Johnson was the engine that drove those teams to that greatness.
Yeah, you can't take that away.
It was Magic's influence that created that dynasty in LA. You know what I'm saying? We don't think that team would have. That team probably is not the same if Magic doesn't come there.
It's not no probably to it. It's not no probably to it.
What Dub just said.
It's a fact.
Because Dub just said we wouldn't be looking at these guys, or the only reason we look at these guys the way we look at them is because of rings. If Steph Curry has no rings, you're looking at him like Reggie Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But hold on, no.
That's what comes with
that's what I don't. And that's what I
don't. A little higher though than Reggie.
And that's what I.
He would probably be a little higher than Reggie.
He would have more score. He would have a couple scoring titles. He would still have a couple MVPs, a unanimous MVP. And he would still have just all-time 3-point record.
Yeah, you would have MVPs and stuff, but he would be a demon. But at the end of the day. Unfortunately, like my dog said, you play to win the game. At the end of the day, we're not going to talk about him the same, but you're not going to talk about him because he doesn't have what you're playing for. You know what I'm saying? Like
my thing, Dub, is yesterday you was trying that when they were talking about what were y'all talking about the USA teams and the argument that Chris Paul somehow is making a difference against Magic Johnson. That's not even logical, regardless of rings or anything. Match up 1-to-1. There is no.
I said Magic's not guarding Chris Paul. I said Magic not guarding Chris Paul, and that's a fact. If you really think Magic Johnson could guard Chris Paul,
I like that matchup. I mean, no. Obviously, Magic's not just standing in front of Chris Paul, but I'm dealing with that all day. Like I'm not sitting Magic on the bench because Chris Paul's in the game. That's what I'm saying.
And I brought up.
He was dealing, bro. He was dealing with Isaiah Thomas. He was dealing with Isaiah Thomas 2 years or 2 previously.
Isaiah Thomas was torturing his ass on a fucking broken ankle.
At the end of the day, like Chris Paul, and you acting like Chris Paul got to go on defense too. He could guard Magic.
I'm saying, but that
was guarding Magic more than Magic guarding Chris Paul.
How that make sense to you? How does that make sense to you?
Are y'all serious right now?
What
are you talking about?
That's ridiculous.
Go. Listen, I want you guys. Go on YouTube and shit. Go on YouTube and watch Magic Johnson really guard up 6'2", 6'3" fast guards, and watch how many times that man got fucking.
I mean, bro, that's just the nature of just the human body. Bobby can't stay in front of me. I'm 6'3", he's 6'9". He can't stay in front of me. He can do all
taking the ball from you, and you know that from experience. That's taking the ball from you.
That's his only opportunity is staying in front of me is trying to reach. But even more when he reaches, it's even worse for him because now he's really.
J-Rob, he only saying this right now because I'm still.
Bob's locking his ass up.
But check this out though. Look, neither of you four together can stay in front of me. And you guys could build a Giannis wall.
We're the same size. We're the same size.
But J-Rob, I got shifts.
I got muscle for you. I got big hot shit for you.
I got shifts. I got spins. I got
head. Where the muscle?
But Dub. So to Laurent's point, I can't stay in front of him on the defensive end, but. We all know what happens when I had the ball, and I guard him better than he could guard me. Like Magic and Chris Paul. Obviously, I'm no Magic.
No, it's even deeper than that. First off, you got to look at the totality of the squads. Chris Paul's not shooting like that, anyways, because they got Kobe, they got LeBron, and they got everybody else on the team. You see what I'm saying?
So helping off Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's playing a point guard role anyways. Furthermore, though,
Chris Paul's not locking up Magic. Let's not
they got David Robinson, they got Patrick Ewing, they got all those other guys that can play help side defense. So it's like really Chris Paul, if you do beat me off the dribble, you're getting your shot beat off the glass.
Hey, Ron, I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said that because a lot of times when we get to talking about this, and no shot at you, Dub, but it's kind of like, bro, we take this as it's like a one-on-one sport. It's always this person or this person, and y'all kind of make me forget that we're talking about basketball.
Okay, cool.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because
don't
do that.
Talk about how
the
08 Redeem team and the 2012 team can match up against the
How do they do that? How do they do that?
Magic Johnson, Larry Bird will be liabilities against both of those teams, so they can't
just
play.
Wait. Let me finish. Okay, I had to school you on this yesterday. They had Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. They don't. All that other Jordan. Who else? So all that shit don't matter.
David Robinson, Carmelo can't guard on the perimeter like that.
He don't need to guard on the perimeter.
Okay, so you got Scottie, Michael Jordan. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? John Stockton.
Don't forget about that's the all-time assist leader or all-time steals leader
on the perimeter. You got LeBron.
All-time steals leader.
You got LeBron. You got Wade. You got Melo. You got Kobe. You got Chris Paul. You got all these guys.
Are we debating the teams or are we debating basket defense?
No, we're talking about the teams, right?
Yeah.
We debating the teams. Yeah, I'm taking Bron and Kobe and them.
Yeah, as a win over that 90.
I'll take the 2000. I'll take the 2012 team, the young kid with KD. And
that's what I'm saying.
So I'll take the 2012 team. See, this is dumb. This is why I say I'll be with the young boys too. I'm with the young boys too. 2012. I'm taking that.
Rob, you a young old nigga? That's what it is.
I'm a young old nigga. I'm a young nigga with a
Hey, so like Larry at that time, Larry Bird was probably playing 12 quick minutes before his back.
I ain't gonna lie, KD in 2012 is cooking that version of Larry Bird when the Dream Team.
Larry not even in with KD, but that's Scottie Pippen and Jordan in there.
If we're talking about the Dream Team,
and Scottie taking the ball from that nigga, you seen what Jason Tatum was doing to him. So what you think Scottie gonna do to him?
You know what?
What's the difference between Scottie and Jason Tatum? I think they balance each other out damn near.
Nah, Scottie taking the ball from Jason Tatum.
Even then, Bobby, that's only.
This is in '92. We talking about
Jason Tatum is as good. He is as good, and by the end of his career, he will be better than Scottie Pippen.
Y'all really think Chris Paul?
I really think Scottie.
Y'all think Chris Paul is better than these guys?
No, his defense.
I think Jason.
J-Rod, we talking about defense. We talking about defense, J-Rod.
It's just the defender that Jason Tatum's becoming in front of our very eyes.
All right. We off this. Hey, we off this. JD, what's up, JD?
Yo, Ron's getting hit by a natural disaster right now.
Come on, JD. Let's move on.
Hey, Jason Tatum.
Let's move on, bro.
Jason Tatum is on his way to be considered one of the top two-way defenders in the game. And for me to look at the trajectory, are y'all going to act like out the gate, Scottie Pippen was an all-world defender? Out the gate? Year one, Scottie. Year two, Scottie was an all-world defender. He still didn't have to learn and get better. I'm not saying he wasn't a good defender.
From 87 to 2003.
I'm not saying he wasn't a good defender, Ron, coming out the gate. I'm just saying, to the elite level, it took Scottie Pippen getting his feet wet. I'm saying Jason Tatum, he's getting stronger. He's showing the two-way player he's becoming. We watched him go against Kevin Durant last year. They'll come up here and tell us Kevin Durant's the greatest player to ever touch a basketball. Jason Tatum was physical, giving him the work. All I'm saying is if we're going to compare him and Scottie, they easily cancel each other out. And I might give the nod. Let me finish, Ron. I'm going to give the nod ultimately to Tatum because when we talk about their offensive games, it's not even a conversation.
Oh, look, we was talking about
all time. You talking about
J-Rod, that wasn't the argument, J-Rod. The argument was who was going to guard who better. We were talking about defensive, who's better on the defensive end of the floor. I'm not saying on the offense, Scottie was coming with it, but I'm not saying he's. See, you know what? Hold on.
I'm just saying.
I'm not going to lose it. We was just talking about defense. We're only talking about the defensive end of the floor, bro. There's nothing to talk about. There's absolutely nothing to talk about.
Yes, I'll give you that. But I'm thinking.
Okay, but now
if players, I'm talking
if we're talking about those players, I can start to get on board with you. Yeah. I'm not agreeing with you, but I can start to get on board with you. But we were just talking about strictly defense at that time. We were strictly talking about defense.
You're right. Yeah. Scott, if Jason Tatum's better than Scottie, then he's a top 10 player all the time. So we can't have that.
You feel me? Hey, that's not even.
Scottie Pippen's not a top 10 player all time.
Says
Bobby is.
Scottie Pippen is. Did you say top 10?
Bro, we've had this conversation hundreds of times.
Yo, all right, let's move.
No. We're not moving. We're not.
God,
moving.
we had it before.
We're not.
You
We're
wasn't
not
on the
moving.
show.
Let's go, JD. I don't want to hold up the show.
Bobby, Scottie Pippen is a top 10 player all time.
I got him number 10. Yeah.
You're an asshole.
I mean,
you're an asshole, bro. You're an
asshole, but I mean when I said it.
If we're comparing takes right now, your Jason Tatum comparison to Scottie Pippen is a little bit nastier than Bobby having Pippen at 10.
Bobby. No, it's
not. I like Jason Tatum.
Comparing Scottie Pippen and Jason Tatum is not crazy at all.
Bro, Scottie taking the ball from Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum not getting none of that shit off with Scottie, bro. He not getting none of that off.
Jason Tatum probably lock up Scottie.
You don't even know what you're talking about, bro. You don't even know what you're talking about.
I ain't gonna lie.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't either, bro. Scottie Pippen letting Jason Tatum get the ball past half court. He's taking the ball from Jason Tatum.
Scottie Pippen is going back on the offensive end, and he's gonna go cook Tatum.
What I'm saying is Scottie Pippen can guard Jason Tatum better than Jason Tatum could guard Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen scored a lot in transition, slashing. It wasn't like he will take you one-on-one, but that wasn't really much of his game. He did a lot of slashing. He got a lot of transition
slashing and shit is not more valuable than what Jason Tatum doing.
I'm not saying it's more valuable. Hold on, J-Rob, because I need you to understand why I said that. Because on the defensive end of the floor, Jason Tatum is getting more ISO one-on-one. Scottie's in front of him, guarding him. In transition, Scottie running the floor. He getting fast break points. Jason Tatum don't got much of a chance to get there and get into defensive position. So Scottie Pippen wasn't much of an ISO player. He would get you on ISO and go to work. He for sure would, but that wasn't much of his game. So all those
ISO like Tatum.
Okay, no, it's not like Tatum. But he taking the ball from Tatum, and Tatum's not taking the ball from him. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Couldn't take the ball from Scottie Pippen?
No, not at all. Jason not like that.
Yeah, all right,
okay, let's move on.
Let's move.
Bobby, me and you, this conversation. Bobby, this conversation isn't over. You and me and you.
Bro, I like Jason Tatum a lot, bro. I like Jason Tatum a lot. You got to understand the type of defender Scottie Pippen was. Bro. I'm not talking down on Jason Tatum. I'm just big as Scottie. That's all.
No, I understand, but if we love Scottie the way we love Scottie, then I feel like. How can we not?
Bro, a lot. See this go back to that young shit, J-Rob. A lot of these young cats that never even seen Scottie Pippen, they be talking shit about. Hold on, J-Rob. Let me get this off because this is all about the whole vanity, Instagram, social media perception. Scottie. A lot of cats didn't see Scottie Pippen until he was in Portland. A lot of cats don't even know about the real Scottie Pippen. They be talking shit about Scottie Pippen because it's ex-wife for her. So now it's like, oh, Scottie this, Scottie that. These niggas don't even be knowing about it. But this is she out here fucking Mike's son, and she done fucked every rapper in the game. They think that translates to Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen don't give a fuck about that chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that got to do with his game? So they gonna say anything. They talk anything negative about Scottie.
Being with Future.
You feel me?
All right, we're off that.
Hey, Bob, you think she gonna move to podcasters next?
Yo, okay.
you on that, Ryan?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just asking a question.
I'm just saying, bro. A lot of cats never seen Scottie, but now they want to say anything negative about him just because she fucking everything moving.
I don't think that's
don't got nothing to do. But then subconsciously you may not know it, but you just laughing at Scottie Pippen, so you think, oh, he had to be weak. But just because you didn't see him till he got to Portland, bro, you don't know. Scottie taking the ball from niggas, bro.
Time out.
Like what y'all see Kawhi do to cats right now, that's like Scottie on that plus some. Like he taking the ball from cats, bro. It's not like he's not no just regular defender.
Nah, Scottie was.
Scotty's a great.
Also, keep in mind, Scottie played with Jordan, and I'm not using that to make an excuse for him. I'm saying the 2 years that he didn't play with Jordan, Scottie was in that MVP contention.
Oh, I already know.
Scottie was like that. Now he might not have been like if he would have been a number one his whole career. It might not have been anything crazy,
bro. He was guarding all positions, bro. He had to guard Charles Barkley.
I ain't gonna lie.
He had to guard all positions. What's funny about that? Though? Charles Barkley was weak too, Dub.
No, it's not that. I just love
this. Don't do this.
All right, we're moving.
I ain't even saying
Scottie was crazy. Scottie was a defensive stopper.
Please.
Because Charles Barkley, the reason that 2008 and 2012 wouldn't have stood a chance. And Melo not even checking in the game. He finna see Charles and be like, man, I ain't dealing with that fool.
Shout out to everybody tapped in live on the YouTube right now. Players Choice on YouTube. Shout out to everybody who is tapped in on the audio platforms. We're already starting to get the Spotify Wrapped screenshot sent our way. So shout out to y'all who's been rocking with us for the last 2 years, man. Please continue to send those. We love seeing those. It's dope. Make sure you guys shout out to our sponsor Lucra. Make sure you guys check out the Lucra app. I have the link pinned in the chat right now. That will take you to the app. If you have it, it will put in our promo code. If you don't, it will probably take you to the App Store. Go ahead, download that. Use code Players Choice. What else, man? I don't know that I have any other announcements.
While we're here, it's quite a game tonight.
Oh, you want to get into some Lucra shit early?
The Sacramento Kings play the Indiana Pacers tonight.
I'll take all Kings bets. All Kings bets I take.
Am I smelling a Fox Haliburton?
Like the bean.
I take all Kings bets. You can find me on Lucra.
From here on out, I'm taking every Tyrese Haliburton steals or assist bet. So you got De'Aaron over there. Mm-hmm. You can send me whatever you want. Matter of fact, you choose De'Aaron steals.
But
I got Tyrese Haliburton.
I'm not betting with you no more. I'm tired of taking your money. I'm bet with somebody else, bro.
All right, well look, let's put this up, and then we'll show everything from here on until Sunday.
I'm taking the Kings. What's that takeable pond? 1339. I'll take all Kings bets. You can find me on Lucra at LFTFLD12. I'm taking all Kings bets.
Speaking of Lucra, Euro wanted us to make it a point that he is on Lucra, guys, and he is taking it. He's accepting all the smoke. So bring the smoke to Euro's front door. That's Euro plus symbol Hezi on Lucra, and he'll go head up with y'all. So make sure you show him some love on there. We've been having a ton of fun with it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a lot of fun.
I love Lucra. This thing is so fun. They got amazing merch. Got the MJ hat on the side. Oh shit, other way. Lucra hat on the side. This is amazing, bro. I just won last night. I beat Ron's good behind. Yesterday.
You could have just left it blank. You just that would have kind of been nasty if you would have said I beat Ron's.
Hey, I beat Ron. I beat Ron last night, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Send the bets. I know y'all ready to lose, bro. Y'all want to try to fight me in UFC? Y'all already know where to find me, man. Xbox.
All right. Let's talk about what I want to talk about.
Oh, damn.
How about those Mavs?
And for everybody wondering why Mars didn't show up today, this is the topic he's ducking. He'll probably come in right after we get off this topic.
Ducking the Mavs Warriors smoke. 116-113 Mavs take the dub over the Dubs. Luka Doncic 41-point triple-double.
He was going crazy. What was the final score again, JD?
116-113. It was a good game.
112, 115. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was a good game.
Is Luka the biggest microwave in the league? And I don't want to say microwave. I want to say more so, is he the scariest person that when they catch fire that you're just most intimidated of? Or maybe
D Book, bro.
Maybe Kevin Durant still.
Oh shit, yeah, KD, D Book, Jason Tatum, D Book, KD.
Crazy.
I mean, when KD get going, you can't really do nothing.
Still plays basketball.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, that's
where I'm going with it. That's where I'm going with it.
Curry still plays basketball.
Yes. My bad.
I'm tripping. Come on, y'all. It's nothing more demoralizing than that Curry 3, bro.
Yeah, we weren't bringing up Steph Curry because he got absolutely baked last night. So
I'm sorry. It's still Curry. It's still Curry.
I don't know how I forgot about Steph. But I mean, it's there's a couple though. You got Steph. You got D Book, you got obviously KD, you got JT, I'm forgetting somebody.
I ain't gonna lie, Anthony Davis, when he see his first one go in, look like he been a monster lately.
Yeah, I'm not.
But I'm not gonna say it.
I know.
Luka. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying though. He playing some great basketball right now.
That's an easy bake microwave.
Yeah, no, that's an easy bake. He been playing some good basketball. I'm gonna give him his
credit. Dame. Malik Monk.
Yeah, Luke. Yeah. You got it.
I was with you until you said that.
Giannis.
Yeah, it's Curry. You got shit. If Klay Thompson on fire too, I'm waiting for that to turn around.
Yeah.
Bro.
And you see how quick he changed his 3-point percentage around? It took him 5 games.
Yeah. Klay Thompson's always been like that, man.
Yeah, but he only gave me 2 points last night. He blew mine. I had him for 20.
That's how Klay Thompson is, though, bro. He's always been an inconsistent guy.
The thing about Klay is I don't think you don't get scared of Klay being in his mode until he's all the way fully in his mode. Like Steph can make 2 threes and coach is calling the timeout. Like, no, we're not doing that. Klay, it's like
5 threes.
Yeah, exactly. And by that point, you're like, damn, it's too late.
Right. That's tough.
Klay is a sniper.
So Luka with that triple-double last night, plus 35 or more points, that moved him into a tie for 4th place in NBA history on the list of 35-point triple-doubles. So it's Oscar Robertson with 59.
Ain't nobody catching that.
Russell Westbrook with 29. James Harden with 24. Luka Doncic and Wilt and LeBron are all tied at 13.
Where's he on the list of just triple-doubles, though?
Keep in mind that Luka Doncic, I can pull that up. Luka Doncic is also only 23 years old.
God damn,
NBA triple-double.
So what? This is his 5th year? 4th year?
No way, Luka Doncic is only 23.
I believe this is year 4.
He's young,
year 5, huh? Shit.
Here's the triple-double list for
well,
you, Bob.
he turns 24 this year, right? Yeah, he turns 24.
Yeah.
He turns 24 in February.
February. So Luka Doncic is already 10 on the all-time triple doubles list. With
is he going to move up somewhere this year? Like the other one's pretty close, like 9, 8,
yeah.
7.
Larry Bird's at 59. He'll pass Larry Bird. James Harden is at 69. He's got to get 18 more triple doubles this season. I'm not going to say it's out of the possibility.
He probably going to do that. He's probably going to do that.
He might slip.
Saying that he's already on James Harden's tail.
Yeah, he might slip into 8.
How many? One more time. He's at how many? 41. You said
he's at 51. So Russell Westbrook is obviously the leader at 194.
Damn.
Oscar Robertson at 181. Magic Johnson at 138. I think that Luka Doncic could legitimately. I mean, I think he easily slides into the number 3 spot in his career. He might honestly.
I think Russ is done. I think Russ is done.
You catching Russ?
35-point triple-doubles, the Oscar Robertson one. I don't know about that because you got to go bonkers to do that.
So
he got a lot of time, though.
He does, but it's 13 to 59. Oscar Robertson got 59, right, JD?
No, it's a lot.
It's a 35-point triple-double is a little different, but a regular triple-double, Luka can do that literally any given night.
I just want y'all to ask the question I'm waiting to be asked, JD.
What?
What's the question?
That is, you want to Luka Doncic is the greatest international player ever. I saw that on the doc, and that's the only thing I want to talk about.
Why'd you ask that?
Who said that? Who said that shit? Because I'm ready for you to get to that point. Yeah, I want you to. That's how you feel, though, right? You feel that?
Oh,
way.
JD. Well, look, that's why
I'm asking you, JD.
He's asking you, JD.
I'm asking you because you put that there.
Hey,
for
JD.
A reason. So
JD, put yourself in a tight zoom, JD.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Hey, bro. When all is said and done, Luka Doncic will be viewed as the greatest international basketball player to ever play the game. We've already had the conversations of Luka Doncic could potentially catapult himself into like greatest of all time conversations. But obviously, he has to accumulate some accolades for people to view him like that. But when it comes to the game of basketball, bro, he literally has everything. There's not the only weakness he has is shooting free throws.
J-Rob, he just bullshitting. He don't mean that.
Let's start talking about his defensive, the way that he stepped up this year. Listen to this. This is Luka Doncic. People are not going to admit it, but I think this year I've really taken a big step. I don't need people to believe. I believe in myself. I think I've been playing defense way better than the first 4 years, and I think I've taken a huge step forward. And I agree.
Crickets.
Do you guys think he's been a slouch on defense this year?
Yo, he's not. He's played a bit better. He's given more effort. The only difference is he's trying a little bit more. He's not great. He's still not great. He's just putting more effort into it, and I could appreciate the effort. But literally, he's not going to be the greatest defender because he's not that athletic laterally. It just is.
Terry in the chat, that's a great point. We only care about triple doubles when it comes to Luka.
It's not even about that. I think when we look at Luka Doncic in the beginning of his career, this is probably the best start we've ever seen. Apart from like Michael Jordan and LeBron James, Tim Duncan also. He's starting out at a historic all-time pace. So to say that Luka Doncic is on pace to be the greatest international player ever, it's not really a ridiculous thing to say, especially when even in the postseason and what he's done in postseason is being compared to LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
So J-Rob,
he's a good defender. So you're going to say Luka Doncic is a good defender now? He's a good defender now. Like, he's a quality defender. Like, this is why, come on, bro. This is when being a fan and being biased.
Do you think that he could be better than Hakeem Olajuwon?
Oh, no.
What?
No.
Ever? You guys don't think so?
First of all, Giannis, the disrespect to Giannis, the disrespect to Hakeem is crazy, bro. Giannis is still going. Giannis is still going.
We need to address.
No. Giannis is just getting started, J-Rob.
Giannis is just exactly. No, that's my point.
He's just started, you bozos. But first of all, J-Rob, we have to address this point of you guys disrespect so and so just because someone's saying they're better. No one said that he's dog meat.
It is disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful.
It is.
It is not disrespectful.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
Being better than Joel and Jokic. You don't even need to bring Giannis and Hakeem into this shit.
Yo, JD is gonna suck 7 years when we look back at this 2030 and we realize Luka Doncic was closer to James Harden than he is to being Hakeem or Giannis.
That's disrespectful.
I'm just keeping it gangster with y'all.
He's more like LeBron.
I'm just
Wait.
Being
compared to James Harden is disrespectful?
No, it's not disrespectful.
It is disrespectful.
But it's not disrespectful.
Let me tell you why.
That's a good player to be compared to.
Let me tell you why.
That's a bad player to be compared to.
Let me tell you why it's disrespectful.
It's
disrespectful because we did not see the type of drop off that Luka Doncic had in the postseason the same way that James Harden has. Luka Doncic consistently, year in and year out, what has he done in the postseason? Performed consistently, no matter what. You give that guy a co-star because we know what Luka's gonna bring. We know he's gonna bring you 30. We know he's not gonna fumble the fucking bag. You give him a co-star that can sustain. He's going to the chip. He's
Bob,
going
you got
to the final.
Going on over there? What?
Yo, Bobby, please take the mic away from your mic. Take the mic away from your mouth, please.
Well, are you not? Hey, you don't see the chat?
I just feel like ultimately I think we're gonna, and I don't think comparing Luka to James Harden is a terrible take. Like, I don't think it's a terrible thing to say because that's an all-time great score. We'll look at Luka as an all-time great scorer, probably one of the 10 to 7 best to ever score basketball. I don't think that's a bad comparison. But if let's say we look at his career, he don't have no. I ain't gonna lie, you hate saying it, but he don't have no rings at the end of it all. He only have like one MVP.
Let me ask you this. Can I ask you this?
No, he's gonna have more MVP.
Can I ask you this? Because we're talking about why is he like James Harden?
Because I think the thing about them two is that they were great scorers. They're great scorers. They're great ISO players. They're not the most athletic. They're great playmakers. And when they get hot, and both of those guys, when they're hot, they get as hot as anybody in the NBA, especially those two.
Hey, don't forget, J-Rob. Don't forget that their defense makes any Matador proud.
Their playing styles are a lot alike, but then defensively, they both not great.
Okay, cool. All right. If you want to talk about defense,
I'm talking about
defense. I'm talking about basketball.
Because when I look at
their games in totality.
Because when I look at totality of the game,
you have to talk about defense when you talk about basketball.
Okay, hold up, Bobby. Because when we're talking about the offensive side of things, I think Luka's more closer to LeBron James than James Harden.
I agree. I agree.
That's all I gotta say. That's all I got.
Please
so you want to say
that.
defense? If you want to say defense totality, and that's why he's close to James Harden, similar, I get that point. When we're talking about their offensive game, where I think that everyone else is talking about, he resembles more of LeBron James than James Harden, in my opinion.
The reason why I think he resembles James a little more is because, first off, it's just like the way that they play. He plays more. LeBron is highly predicated on athleticism. James is more so on, using moves, hesitations, and using his body to get around you and to beat you, using Euro steps and things of that nature. It's more craftiness. LeBron is just straight dog. Like, I'm just going around you and dunk.
Okay, yeah. So it's different, but the way in which they're doing, they control the ball a lot, scoring the ball and creating plays for other guys, right? Luka Doncic, I think Luka Doncic, I think Luka Doncic. The thing that be pissing me off about him that he does that LeBron James I don't see him doing ever is his taking them fucking threes. I don't know why he does it. I don't know why he just thinks he's Stephen Curry sometimes.
James Harden. No. He thinks he's James Harden.
So that's the only part of the game where
I'm
I say
not mad at
other than that,
we have
the way, hold on. Other than that, the way that they're creating plays for other guys and everything like that, the scoring ability, it's more comparable to LeBron James and James Harden. In my
I would be pissed off.
I ain't gonna lie. I can't.
Like Kevin Herter standing out there, a Klay Thompson standing out there. Then I'd be like, okay, what are we doing? But I mean, he's the only one that's really reliable from behind the arc. Everyone else is so inconsistent.
I just don't think. I think it's hard to say his game's like LeBron's though. Just off the simple fact of just pure athleticism. I mean, in transition, their games aren't the same. I think LeBron James at the rim is not the same as Luka. Like physical gifts are just they gotta matter. I think if you're gonna compare playing styles, like.
Well, playing styles to me is different. Like I don't really.
It could do with your athleticism. I don't really.
A little bit.
Because how you use your athleticism, how you use your athleticism could be similar.
100%. But play styles to me is like, all right, how are these guys just going about creating plays for other guys and scoring the ball? Athleticism is a play, but LeBron James, Luka Doncic. Shit, James Harden could be thrown in there too. They're all cut from the same cloth. Ball dominant guys using their scoring and pass ability to create plays for themselves and others. And they dominate the ball a lot. They don't really work that well off the ball. LeBron don't work well off the ball.
Luka a monster on that block though. Luka on the block. He's a monster on the block.
I think Luka's good inside, outside scorer for sure. I think it looks more like James Harden than it looks like LeBron.
But Dub kind of hit it on the money though when he said that they're all three kind of cut from the same cloth. I mean, at this point we're nitpicking.
For sure. We're nitpicking. For sure.
Over his career, Luka averages 26, 8, and 8. Over LeBron's career, he averages 27, 7, and 7. And for James, I'm just gonna do the Houston numbers because OKC he wasn't really able to after that, it was a bunch of other bullshit. But in Houston, he averaged 29, 7, and 6. So it's like they're all high volume scores.
Now doing his career, Ron.
They all pass at a high level and they all do rebounds too. But the reason also why I want to compare Luka to James Harden more so is because they both can rack up triple doubles like crazy. Keep in mind, if Russell Westbrook wasn't doing what he was doing during those 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 4 seasons in OKC, James Harden would damn near be known as the modern day triple double king. Because James Harden was going crazy with them triple doubles in Houston. It was just Russ was just going so ballistic that it was like,
bro,
when we think triple double, we're thinking Russ.
And to J Rob's point, when you say play style and you like see the way that they move on the court, I can get on board with you saying that it's closer to James Harden than the way it looks than it is to LeBron James. But when it comes to like being a floor general, controlling the pace of the game and dictating the offense, he's closer to LeBron James than he is to James Harden.
So you don't think in Houston James Harden didn't do literally everything? Like he brought remember the same
way Luka's the system in Dallas. It was the same thing with James in Houston. Like the whole system is those two.
I don't know why
and LeBron is the system anywhere he goes. So
I don't know why you guys think it's a diss to say that Luka reminds us of James Harden.
No one said it was a diss, but he's closer to LeBron.
Dub said it's disrespectful.
James Harden, because James Harden's notorious for being inconsistent in the postseason. Luka Doncic has never been cut from that same type of cloth.
I just feel like comparing him to LeBron is going to big Luka up some more.
I think so.
Oh, should
that's wait. But that's what I'm saying. So wait. If it's disrespectful to compare him to Harden, then it's even more disrespectful to compare him to somebody who a lot of people have as number one in what LeBron has done in the playoffs. That's even more disrespectful.
But they're all right. Be real with you. Ask yourself this question, Ron. Right? The trajectory between Luka Doncic and LeBron James' beginning career, isn't it comparable? Look at the numbers and what they was doing.
Numbers. If we talk about stats, yeah.
So it's not crazy to sit here and be
talking about stats.
It's not crazy to sit here and say he has a lot of similarities to LeBron James due to what? Due to how they both started out.
In the stats, I think he's comparable
numbers,
stat wise, and that's
postseason
stats are numbers. Numbers are stats.
I said it. Stats, numbers, postseason production, all NBAs. The only thing that Luka can't do that LeBron did was defense.
The thing about it though that I do like with the Luka Bron comparison is that they are both big ball handlers. They are both 6'8", 6'9", and handle the shit out the ball and can do everything.
All right, let's get to some of these super chats. Adrian Shake said Ayton and Royce. Bol's gonna speak it into existence.
Who do you guys give up?
I don't know why you want Ayton and Royce anyway. Christopher D. Is it a foreign concept to you to think the better team is capable of losing to a great player, individual performance, or even a duo performance?
Well, if it's a duo, then the team is just better. I think a duo could be able to carry a team. So it's like, great player. I think it's hard. I think it's hard for just one player to beat somebody that's just better than them.
I mean,
yeah. It's a couple duos in the league right now that have shitty teams.
Oh, okay. Trey Young, Murray. Who else?
What have they won?
The most blatant one in the league, right there, smack dab in New York.
Jalen Brunson and
Julius Randle.
Oh,
they were crazy. They were crazy last night.
And they lost. And that actually proves the point even further.
I don't want to talk about the Knicks, y'all.
They lost. That actually proves the guy's point even further.
Night,
that even proves the guy's point even further. They lost to a Boston Celtics team.
Yeah, but you said if they have a good duo, then you think that they're a better team.
No, I'm saying I didn't.
About the Nets, right?
No. I'm saying when he asked about the duo, I just didn't understand it like that because in my head it's like Kobe and Shaq, right?
If you put it back up, Daddy.
Kobe. I was thinking about Kobe and Shaq, and I'm like, that to me, that's one of the greatest all-time teams in my opinion. Even though like the '80s Lakers had a better supporting cast, I still think the duo of Kobe and Shaq could be better than those guys.
I mean, I agree too, but also with that being said, though, it's like they weren't just a duo though; they were actually a good team.
Yeah, but compared to the Showtime Lakers, you could argue that they have a better collection of guys. But the impact of Kobe and Shaq and that duo, I think, could catapult them to winning a 7-game series. That's how I was interpreting that.
I got you. But to answer his question, it's not really a foreign concept, but it's just like it's rare though.
Yeah.
We seen Luka do it last year. Speaking of him, when he beat
but not a championship, Ron. Not a championship.
Is that what he said? To win a championship or just to beat a great team?
Who cares if you're beating a great team and not winning the championship? That's why I'm looking at it.
I mean,
I'm going to gas the Mavs anytime they win. I don't give a damn. But in reality, you got to win a championship.
I think it could. I think an upset could happen through to one guy in the first, second, or third round, maybe. But like you said, JD, when it comes to winning a chip, there's never been a one-man show besides Hakeem Olajuwon.
Because look at the production drop off when that guy is not having a good game, and you don't have a good game in a 7-game series. You don't have 2 good games in a 7-game series, and then you have a good game, but it's close. Like it's just not sustainable. You need enough guys around you where it's like if you fall off production-wise, you need 1 or 2 guys to pick that up for you. So, I mean, that's why the Celtics were so good last season because they had enough guys that could pick up the production if like Tatum wasn't doing it, you know? That one is Central Barber. Which ring was more important to their legacies, 2016 LeBron or Steph's ring in 2022?
2016 LeBron. 2016 LeBron. If LeBron don't win that ring in 2016, you could kiss these GOAT conversations goodbye. If you don't come back 3-1, you could kiss these GOAT conversations goodbye. If none of that happens, bro, all these GOAT conversations, LeBron being out people's top 5 will possibly be a consistent thing. Oh, he got all these numbers, but guess what?
It's also the way he did it.
He couldn't get the job done. That's exactly what people say.
Yeah, that 3-1 comeback is like almost like legendary. It's like an NBA lore forever.
Nah, it is.
That's an NBA lore forever, bro.
At first, I was gonna say Steph, but I mean, you guys convinced me that easily that it is LeBron. But this ring for Steph was major because keep in mind he carried all the way through the playoffs and especially in the championship. But I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be even more important. is Steph's next ring. Steph's next ring, y'all gonna start doing backflips for this man.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think he's getting another ring. I think that was the last.
How's that gonna happen, bro?
The same way this last.
I just don't know. I just don't know if the team. It's not about Steph. I think Steph is very capable of being your number one to win a chip. I just don't know if the team is
bro, it's the same team as last year, damn near. It's like
I know, but it's not the same team though.
Bro, this is how
motherfuckers
were talking about last season. Same way that you're talking right now about them, and they went and ripped off a chip.
I don't know. I'm not saying I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. I'm not saying I wouldn't be surprised, but I personally. I think this might be. I think that might have been the peak. I think that was the top of the mountain right there.
Why do you guys doubt Golden State so much? I don't understand.
Golden State. I doubt the players around him.
I'm looking in the chat. I'm looking in the chat right now. Steph's next ring won't be for Golden State. I think Steph won't get another one. Golden State playing bad, bro. Next ring, Celtics winning it all, and then you run to the Celtics. I'm like, look. And then I came before the season, or after the first game of the season, I came up here and I said Steph Curry will win the MVP this year. And you guys went ballistic like this dude's not a unanimous MVP, two-time MVP before, like he doesn't go crazy. I'm talking about the chat. I'm talking about everybody. Oh, yeah. But I'm saying, like, why are we doubting dudes that are four-time champions, a dynasty? They have a great coach. They still have their core players. Steph Curry looks like he's getting better.
Ron don't even believe this. Ron don't even believe this. He's just saying that just in case so he can get it on record.
Ron, I think they don't believe in the team. I know it's not about.
He's just saying it just in case so he can go back and say, "I told y'all." You said
you said the team. You said the team. But when I said Steph Curry, they winning MVP, nobody believed that either. So clearly they're not believing Steph. They're not believing Golden State. They're not believing in Bob Myers and bro. Yeah, but you don't think that they're going to make some moves?
We're talking about the
Warriors. We're talking about the Warriors.
On the other side, I'm saying there's a lot of players. No, I'm not. I'm not saying. I'm saying there's a lot of players.
Jordan Poole still got a concussion.
Like, I don't know, bro. Go ahead,
Dub. Dub was hitting the nay for 10
minutes. You know what it is, and I keep telling y'all this. I swear that people really don't like and believe in Steph Curry like that, which is why they keep counting them out. I'm not going to lie. I was at fault of this too in 2021 when Steph did his remarkable thing. Even last season, I didn't think Steph had it in him. I think a lot of the NBA community, NBA masses always has these little doubts about Steph and Curry, which is why they keep counting them out. And then when they win, we need to put a tax. We need to pay a luxury tax. We need to do this and do that, do this and do that. That way they can't keep all of these guys. But a year ago, we didn't have faith that Steph Curry and the Warriors was going to get done. Oh, but they get it done. Let's put a tax on these fucking guys so that they could keep them from winning more rings.
It's not Steph that they don't believe in. It's
bro. I'm posting a video right now on my YouTube channel. I've been doing this a lot. Y'all don't make fucking sense. You guys, and this is why I hate the luxury tax argument whenever it comes up, because people didn't really think the Warriors was going to win last season. And what they did, they win, and all of a sudden we need to have a luxury tax. Y'all don't make sense. Make it make sense.
Who's mad about the luxury tax? Pay to win. Pay to win.
J-Rob, there's so many people that get mad off that.
I don't know why people get upset.
Hey, the Yankees do it here.
I'm saying everybody does it. Pay to win. Who uses the luxury tax as an argument to say why? Come on, y'all gotta be serious now.
Yo, they do it.
Y'all gotta be dead serious with that shit.
They do it. We need Shaq back. We definitely need Shaq back.
Pay to win. Goddamn. Pay to win.
If you draft listen, and this is the thing I gotta give respect to the Warriors for. If you have the capabilities to keep your drafted talent for that many years, you deserve to have as much leeway as you possibly could. That's a rarity. That is a rarity, bro, for that to happen. Right?
Nah, for sure.
Or the hard cap. My bad, not luxury tax. Hard cap. My bad.
Hard cap. Okay.
That's also what I'm saying about Golden State, though. Like, let's keep in mind when I'm saying Steph Curry getting another ring. Let's keep in mind that they are notorious for making good draft picks. But also, let's keep in mind they still got draft capital on their bench. They still got a James Wiseman. They still got Jonathan Kuminga. They still got Moses Moody. They still got all these guys
Kuminga played well last night too.
That they can. J-Rob, I know. Yo, people want that.
Who are you getting in return?
Yo, right now, they can trade either one of those guys to Houston for Eric Gordon. Now you put Eric Gordon next to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, they firing shit up. But hey, all right,
I'm gonna see my way.
It's funny, but I'm saying even aside from Eric Gordon, though, it's a bunch of other people in the league that they can trade these guys for.
They want to get Lauri Markkanen. They need to go get Lauri Markkanen.
It's veterans that they can trade those 3 guys for, and then they got other pieces too.
I give up a first, James Wiseman, Jonathan Kuminga, and I give up
for Eric Gordon.
No, and I give up what's the other one's name? The other one they drafted, Moody. I give up Moody all for Lauri Markkanen if I'm the Warriors. You gotta have all 3 of them and a first round pick.
They probably don't want it. They probably want to keep it.
Utah want to get back to tanking anyway.
No,
you see what I'm saying? But that's more so what I was getting at though. So all those teams that are in the lottery and below, they can trade their young assets and get one of their best players or a good vet and add that right to the core. Now all of a sudden the Warriors are looking scary. On top of that, let's not act like Klay didn't just turn it around.
No, I like Klay. I just don't like the
Splash Brothers back. It's getting a little scary again.
The guys that are play well last night, though.
No, he didn't. He owed me some bread. He got to give me some bread back after yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just worried about the supporting cast, Ron. I ain't worried about Draymond. I ain't worried about Steph. I ain't even worried about Andrew Wiggins or Curry.
I'm definitely worried about Draymond where he folded last finals.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I don't have much. My expectations for him have nothing to do with scoring. Just play your defense, get your little assists, get a steal here and there, hit an open 3, maybe 1 or 2. I don't have expectations for him. Like
nah, bro.
Y'all have expectations for Draymond.
If you want to be compared to the all-time great Ben Wallace,
I'm not comparing to Ben Wallace.
Score the fucking ball.
I got Ben Wallace over Draymond, so I'm not rocking with that. Ben Wallace
way over Draymond.
Yeah, Ben Wallace over Draymond. That's easy.
Big Roo sent a super chat, said Steph top 10 all-time period. Ron, Bobby, the GOATs.
Fire.
Chamoy sauce. Compared to last year, Wiggins, Klay, Poole, and the whole bench ain't playing the same. In fact, playing worse than last year. Curry's still balling. So here's the deal. They can be playing bad right now. It's whatever. We're still beginning a season. It becomes concerning if they're playing bad post All-Star break. Even leading into All-Star break, if they're playing bad, you're going to be like, okay, what's going on here? But after All-Star break, if they're playing bad, that's where you start getting concerned. But if they make the playoffs, that's the only thing that matters for them because they know how to turn it up in the playoffs. So I don't think that anyone that is a Warriors fan should ever be concerned about the Warriors' chances. As far as I'm concerned, they're always going to be a contender if they have this core.
Always.
Which sucks for me because the Mavericks are in the West. Yeah.
Never mind. Go ahead. I'll leave you alone today because Luka had a good game last night.
Great game last night. I want to remind you guys of our Lucra wager of the week. We established this on Sunday. We have a game on Friday that is going to be aired on ESPN Friday, December 2nd. That is the Bucks versus the Lakers. Our wager of the week is Giannis versus AD blocks. AD averages like 1 more block than Giannis, but we are taking Giannis in this. So if you want to either rock with us or go against us, if you're rocking with us, go bully your friends. Send them the Giannis wager. If you want to go against us, send us AD. We'll take Giannis. Kemba Walker. Let's talk about Kemba Walker. I wish Dell was here for this because we like Kemba. Kemba Walker signed with the Mavericks. I'm just curious to hear your guys' take because I actually like this signing. I actually don't mind this signing because
Kemba Walker guard that can't defend. That's what you
whatever. I like offensively that Kemba Walker can take the ball out of Dinwiddie and Luka Doncic's hands and run the offense when they're out or take the pressure off them even when they're sharing the floor together. So now we're back to 3 guys who can actually run the offense, and we're not too worried about like where is this offense going to start from.
I like that aspect of it, JD, getting Luka off the ball. Because I mean that 41 point triple doubles, it's impressive. I like that, but it's not sustainable. It's not gonna win him nothing. Like not in the postseason. Like in the postseason, if he's dropping like that, he's gonna have to do too much. It's just like I said before about Luka. My problem is, he's just has the ball too much. But if you get Luka off the ball with Kemba, I think then it's a little more dangerous. Luka's a little more dangerous, especially because you can't leave Kemba. Kemba is still a threat. So I think getting Luka off the ball is definitely gonna make Luka a lot more effective.
Yo, the chat is hilarious. You casuals think that this is like a bad signing or something. Like, I'm not saying
gonna do shit. It's not gonna do shit,
I'm not
JD.
saying this propels them up into like championship contention. All I'm saying is that this helps them on the offensive side of the ball. If you cannot see that this helps them on the offensive side of the ball, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what basketball you watch.
Bro, you're biased, bro. You're biased as a fan, JD.
You don't think this helps?
We've been watching Kemba Walker for the last 3 years. We already seen what he is now. I love Kemba Walker. UConn Husky. I think the greatest college basketball ever is Kemba. But come on, he's not helping y'all, JDs. Don't come up here on the thing talking about what he's going to do. Yeah, he can run an offense. He can get y'all to a set. But to act like he's going to be an impactful piece for your Dallas Mavericks, brothers, it's not realistic to assume.
Yo,
he's injury prone. He's injury prone. He can't guard nobody. Like, realistically, how much?
You guys were saying that Jalen Brunson couldn't guard anybody, and look at what they did last season.
My team just gave him 120 M's. What you talking about? I deal with him. I'm dealing with Jalen every night.
What I'm saying is the Mavs have a defensive scheme that it doesn't matter how you are individually. You're not going to just get absolutely bullied the entire time they're out on the floor.
They have a defensive scheme where they don't give a fuck about defense.
Okay.
And it's not gonna work. I like Kemba signing. It doesn't turn him into like a championship threat.
I agree.
But I still like the signing. I like the signing. First of all, I just like the fact Kemba got a job. You know what I'm saying that for first and foremost, I'm just happy that Kemba's on the team. Once again, I just like getting Luka off the ball. I don't think it changes their trajectory much, but I think it's a step in the right direction.
I like the idea of.
Oh, go ahead, Doug.
I like the idea of having Kemba there being a guy who could handle the rock for Luka, take some of the shirt off. I mean, you do have Spencer Dinwiddie there, but Kemba does really help out with that too. So, I mean, we'll see.
First off, Bobby,
I'm just upset, JD. I'm just upset he didn't work out for the Knicks, bro. I think that's just
blame your coach. Blame your coach.
You got Jalen though, right? The better player.
I mean, he is
the better player.
Jalen Brunson is significantly better than
He's significantly better, but we needed somebody better to pair with Jalen. I don't think.
Bro, you need Julius Randle out of there. That's your problem. Your problem is not Jalen Brunson.
It was the worst thing that ever happened for the Knicks when Julius Randle won Most Improved and was an All-Star, and then we looked at him like he was a franchise player for our team. And
it's terrible. I've been saying ever since I got on the show, even when he won the All-Star, I said, bro, that is the worst brand of basketball I see with my fucking 2 eyes. And I do seeing that from an All-Star. Seeing that from an All-Star, it was the worst brand of basketball I've ever seen, bro, from an All-Star. And the fact that y'all were so convinced on him, I don't watch Knicks games because of him. Bro, at all.
I'm not gonna lie. I really thought after that season, I was like, okay, Julius Randle's about to turn a new leaf. Like that, we're about to see a different Julius Randle. I was actually hyped about it. It was gonna be fun. And then I don't know what he just.
I ain't gonna lie. You'll never be able to win to me in the NBA if my scouting report is force him right. Sorry.
That's all you gotta do.
If the scouting report literally, if I have to put in the scouting report in the National Basketball Association, highlight that bitch in yellow fucking highlighter, force him right, I'm not winning a championship with that shit. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, you should feel the same way. You should feel the same way about Zion too.
That's different.
I think that's different.
I'm just saying.
I think you can win with Zion. I think you can win with Zion as a piece, bro.
Not if on the scouting report is what?
Force him right.
Here's the thing though. The scouting report, on the scouting report, you can't say force him out of the air. You can't say don't let him jump over you and dunk on your head. You can't say don't let him get rebound.
You can't stop him
catch alley
because he's so strong. Yeah, he's so strong. You can't. He bouncing you out the paint.
Think about Zion. Think about Zion is y'all fall in love with the fact that he be dunking shit. When he's not dunking though, Zion is agile in the air. He's going around you. He's finishing. He got good touch. He don't got to just dunk. Zion, you can't force Zion to go nowhere. He go.
I ain't gonna lie. Dub, you cannot don't compare them two. It's not comparable.
Nah. I'm not going to compare them two. What I was saying was, if you're gonna feel that way about a guy not being able to be the best player on the championship team, and the scouting report is force him right, then you need to say that Zion Williamson can be the best player on the championship team as well.
No, it's not the same thing.
Hold on. Speaking of force him right, Lloyd brought up the fact, JD, how's that RJ Barrett All-Star this year? It's looking bleak. Yeah. I hate RJ Barrett with the magic now. I will never say anything. I'll never have another RJ Barrett prediction ever in my life again.
I told you, JD. I'm an RJ Barrett defender. I thought he should have coming out. I was really high on RJ.
Bro, that was the biggest swing and a miss in Players' Choice history almost.
The difference with Zion is if Zion goes right, you have to beat him to the spot because he can just take off and dunk. So when you rush to beat him off the spot, all he do is spin back left, and then you fuck like. But you get
the point is
forcing him right is in another sense is giving him left. It's like you got to beat him right. So when he spins back, you can't do nothing.
Yeah,
so you can't force him. You can force him right, and you like I said by forcing him right, you're just giving him the left. And you're fucked either way you go.
So I can agree.
I can agree with you. Right, they're still gonna finish with their left. So it's like
and Zion is really ridiculous. That man, that boy is about 260, 270 at 6'7" and can move as quick as he can move. That shit is 100%. God given.
But the thing about Zion Williamson, I'm just not so convinced about is him being the best player on the championship team. If he doesn't make any drastic improvements, he's not that great defensively. He can jump out the gym. He's very athletic. He could, you feel me, finish around the rim and dunk. That's great. But he's not really that skilled. He doesn't really provide a good level of defense. So him as the best player of the team is something I have questions about. I don't.
Do you think Brandon Ingram?
I think Brandon Ingram is a better player than Zion Williamson. I don't think the Pelicans can win a championship though. I don't think they have. Nah. I think they'll be good offensively, like Jonas, Zion, CJ, Brandon. They have a lot of offensive weapons, but the defense is what's gonna always hold them back.
They got Herb and Alvarado.
Oh, Herb.
I like Herb. I like
Alvarado.
I like Grant. I like
Trey Murphy.
I like Trey Murphy.
He plays defense too.
What's wrong with Alvarado? What's wrong with Alvarado?
Alvarado's good. Alvarado's good. But let's be real.
It's because Alvarado was doing Chris Paul. You didn't like that.
Nah, Chris Paul's wild.
He didn't like that.
Hold up. Let me finish my point. Alvarado isn't going to get PT over CJ McCollum, right?
He's still gonna find his minutes. He's gonna find his minutes.
They're gonna find his minutes
over CJ.
They've been playing together.
Over anybody. He could just get some minutes.
And then where Herb Jones gonna come in?
Bro, somebody got to sit down sometimes. Like you don't play 48 minutes.
That's my point.
And they'll probably play some 5 out with Zion at the 5.
That's my point. If the majority of the game is gonna mainly be CJ, Brandon Ingram, Jonas, and Zion on the floor, then Alvarado and Herb Jones, right? The defense isn't going to look that well with all those 7 guys. I'm sorry. It's not.
Pelicans play defense.
I think the Pelicans are great.
Herb Jones is one of the best defenders in
the out of there that you could say is a subpar defender, and that's CJ McCollum. And CJ's still a vet, so he still knows how to move.
Jonas is a good defender.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I think on the block, Pelicans basketball, bro. That team can play.
Hey, don't forget Jackson Hayes too.
We're not doing that, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta give that team a little more credit, bro. Herb Jones is Tony Allen reincarnation, bro.
Listen, bro. Stop.
Pelska really don't series.
Stop.
Don't run away from
play, Dub.
Don't run away from knowledge, Dub. Don't run away from knowledge. You were mistaken. You were mistaken, and now we just helping you. Don't run away from knowledge.
No, bro. No, because the way
battle taught you better.
No. The way I'm looking at it, right? Yes, they have players. But especially in the postseason, you're gonna start mainly your starting guys.
More
correct?
guys is gonna play more minutes. Guys
Okay,
play more minutes.
so Herb Jones and Alvarado, even Trey Murphy, they're not gonna get as much PT as a CJ, as a Brandon Ingram, as a Zion, as a Jonas. So those 4 guys, if all those 4 guys,
Herb Jones is gonna get minutes,
hold up,
bro.
he is, he's gonna get Herb Jones, yes. But then you talk about one guy cannot fix, in my opinion, what all those 4 guys defensively doesn't bring. I just don't think that will happen in the postseason.
And then they're a real long team that keep their arms up, staying passing lanes. It's hard just to move the ball around with them guys. They're all athletic. They move. You know, I like them. They're a deep roster. Is basically what I'm saying. I think they got a deep roster. They got a couple. Yeah. They got at least 3-4 cats out of the 7-8 that we named, or at least par defense. And Alvarado and Herb Jones are far above par.
I like them more defensively. I like what Willie Green doing over there. But listen, honestly though, if all those 4 guys is on the court for a substantial amount of time, I don't believe in that defense. I'm sorry.
Yo, there's 360 of y'all tapped in live. If you have not paid the entry fee, make sure you pay that shit. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Bing bong.
The Pelicans are second in steals right now, and on top of that, they are a top 10 defense right now.
Okay.
So I'm like they're in the upper echelon of defenses, and if not upper echelon, they're in the better half of defenses, the top third.
I just don't believe. Listen, I could be wrong. I just don't believe in those 4 guys being on the court for a substantial amount of time, and it having leading to a successful defense in the playoffs. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't see Zion, Jonas, Brandon Ingram, and CJ McCollum on the court for that much time, and the defense being able to hold guys like the Golden State Warriors, the Dallas Mavericks, the Denver Nuggets. I don't see them doing a good job against them.
Yo, please, will you guys stop with this Dallas Mavericks bullshit? I don't even care about the headline no more. I'm through with it. I don't want to hear it no more. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't want to see the Pels in the playoffs.
You don't want to see the Pels in the playoffs?
No, the Dallas Mavericks. I'm through with it.
Why are you through with the Dallas?
I said I'm through with it now.
Jamal Williams, speaking of Dallas, said JD's Dallas bias over Dell's KD bias. Jamal, go sit in the corner. Cam Cobain, Dub, play that intro for the nation one time.
Yeah, that intro. Hold on. I got it. I'll play it.
Yo, 830 said fix my mic, brother. I'm in shambles over here. I got my computer in the getting repaired, so you got to deal with this today.
JD's talking through his mustache right now. that's his mic for the day.
Yo, that mustache is crazy, JD.
On the line, one shot. Who would you rather have taking it, Iggy or Curry?
Of everyone on Golden State, open shot, fate of the universe on the line, or the Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth, you better hit it. I want Iguodala.
In his book bag, had her like 10 for the good man. Don't give a fuck, this nigga get mad, or you can bitch and get killed. I got blood on the shirt.
Oh man, what happened? Hello?
Mustache disconnected.
Whoa!
What?
My mustache got in the way of my connection.
What happened? Did Dub Nation turn up that heavy?
Yo, that turned up so hard it screwed me out of my connection. That was crazy. It launched me into the abyss.
That was
hard. The video broke the internet. Disconnected the stream.
Internet for real. That is wild.
Check out Dub Nation.
JD disconnected the stream.
Y'all got cheerleaders. I got riders. We not the same. Remember that.
I got riders. I got cheerleaders. I got riders. That's fine.
Oh shoot. Okay, we got through those super chats, I think, before I DC'd. Shams reported that the Bulls are hopeful Lonzo will return in early 2023.
Come on, Lonzo, come back. Get to hooping, man.
Bro, that actually makes me sad that
I really
just Lonzo's been out, man.
I'm just happy they were able to fix that knee though, because remember at one point the report was like couldn't walk up the steps, like it was. I'm just glad they were able to fix it. Yeah, I'm glad they were able to actually fix it.
And I hope that he's good for a while. Like I want to see Lonzo play, man. The Bulls are really different when they have Lonzo Ball. We talk about them a lot differently when they have those three.
I don't know. It's been so long since I've seen it. I got to kind of re-see it again. And I know what Lonzo does. I know Lonzo's one of the more traditional, solid players in the NBA. But at the same time, like, we didn't get a chance to even see it in the playoffs either.
Bro,
so
and the crazy thing was, before Lonzo got hurt, he was starting to shoot it at a better clip too.
Yeah.
And that really wasn't a part of his game before.
Right.
So, like, he was just all around improving and making that Bulls team, like getting Zach and DeMar off the ball and Lonzo's playmaking ability. And on top of the fact that he was producing offensively, scoring the rock.
I think the main thing that was worked for the Bulls last year that Lonzo provided, the playmaking, they didn't lean on him like that, like I thought they would. But I think what they really benefited that they're missing from Lonzo is the defense that he provides. Him and Alex Caruso was actually playing very well together, and Zach LaVine actually was doing pretty good with all three of them guys together. They was actually playing really good perimeter defense. So I think that's the main thing that Lonzo brings to that team that they're really lacking this year.
Did you guys see what Jokic said about Alperen Sengun?
No, what'd he say?
So he was praising him a lot. He said that he's a special talent. But he thinks that the Rockets should play more through Sengun.
I don't think
I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad at it.
Yo, if you don't know about Sengun, he's tough. I remember I was watching him before he came over here when he was overseas playing in Turkey. He was playing for a team called Besiktas, and he was only 17 years old playing against grown men and was going ballistic. So just that alone let me know, okay, this dude can play because he's a young dude tearing up older dudes. But then fast forward, now we in the NBA, and now I'm really starting to see it really translate. Post moves. Dude's really just a bucket, just in general. He's really just a bucket. Man, he knows how to play as well. He can pass a little bit out the post. Should they start playing through him? You got Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. So
yeah, but you got to start getting them more touches, and then that opens the floor up for KP and Jalen Green, though.
Nah, absolutely.
I definitely like that because I don't really want the ball in Jalen's hands. Like, I don't want to turn Jalen into a Luka.
Okay, well, he's not going to be a Luka.
I'm talking
probably
about
more like James Harden.
Either that's the same thing. That's the same thing. The ball all the time. Just having the ball all the time. That's what I mean. I just mean more so just having the ball all game. Like, it's, it gets stagnant.
It does get stagnant.
It does get stagnant. I agree with that.
Here you go, Ron. Tyrese. Speaking of your Lucra wager with Bobby today, Tyrese Haliburton, 40 assists, no turnovers in the last 3 games.
Now
he gonna get some of the day when Davion taking the ball from him.
I went on a tangent last show and said that I think Tyrese is this, and this. Well, after watching him play against the Lakers and just seeing what he's been doing, I'm going to even go further. I'm going to double down and even go further with it.
Go further.
Please
go further. Go further.
Look,
jump off the cliff, Ron.
Jump off that cliff, Ron. I'll help you. I'll push you.
It's really not even a cliff, though. Yo, it's really not even a cliff, though. It's real shit. I'm like, yo, Tyrese, it was what? Tyrese is the only player since yada, yada, yada amount of time to go have 15 assists in 0 turnovers. Yo, that's insane.
Is he the GOAT?
I'm not going to say
Jalen Brunson had a fire run at the beginning of this season.
Is he the best player in the NBA?
Ron, give it up. Is he better than Magic?
Just say
Is he better than Magic, Ron?
Guard in the NBA. Say that's the best point guard in the NBA.
I'm not going to say that because
Ron,
I don't believe that.
Is he better than Magic?
Stop it.
Is he better than Chris Paul?
I want you to come up here and tell us that Tyrese Haliburton is the best point guard in the NBA, Ron.
Ron is better than Chris Paul?
Look, y'all can say that if y'all can say that if y'all want to. Now he's too young. He's better than Chris Paul today. It's not even close. But honestly, bro, I think Tyrese is possibly top 5 right now. It's not crazy to say that. No, point guards.
Top 5 point guards?
It's not crazy to say that.
Don't do that.
He's leading the league in assists. I'm talking. See, when you guys think point guards, you think scoring and all of that. When I think point guard, I'm thinking a conductor of the offense, a facilitator, somebody. How you just said about Lonzo. You just said he's going to help them on defense. You just said he's going to help playmaking and this, and this. When it comes to that, Tyrese Haliburton is easily top 5. He leads the league in assists by a mile. He's also second in steals. So he's playing defense and he's leading the head of attack. He's getting those guys off. Yo, the Indiana Pacers are supposed to be taking for Victor. And right now they're in the middle of the pack right now.
Indiana Pacers at the bottom of the barrel.
It's still early run. It's still early run. There'll be some tanking going on.
Right now we're only in the early stages of the season, so I can only go based on what I'm seeing.
Well, I still agree with you. What you just said about Tyrese Haliburton is facts. I know how good Tyrese is. But I still don't,
4th seed in the East.
Come on, Ron. 12-8. Sixers are 12-9. Raptors are 11-9, 11-10, 11-10, 11-11. Like, come on.
Yo, Ron, Jeremy Conley asked me.
Ron, let's go down. Let's go down. Right?
Jeremy Conley asked me, "Is Tyrese Haliburton a defender?" Yes, he is.
Let's go down.
I watched him play
in Sacramento. When you guys were watching Sacramento, I was watching him. He plays defense.
Ronald, I just have some questions for you.
Ronald, we have some questions, Ronald.
Ronald,
who's better, Steph or Tyrese?
I mean, come on, bro. We can leave Steph and Luka out of this. We can leave.
Leave him out of this, Dub. Leave him out of this shit.
Damian Lillard.
From what I just said, as a point guard, not a scorer.
Yo,
as
Ron,
a point guard,
don't make
time out from what I just said.
Don't say that bullshit.
Don't say that bullshit. Because you always do this. Don't twist my words.
Who's the best point
guard? As a position, Damian Lillard's a better player. Damian Lillard's a better player.
Okay.
Tyrese Haliburton's a better point guard.
Oh my God.
He's a better passer. Cool.
He's a better passer and
who's a better player?
A better passer. Look, outside of scoring, Tyrese does everything better than Dame. Everything.
We're gonna lie.
I'll wait.
Does he impact the game? Does he impact the game more than Damian Lillard?
They're the 4th seed right now in the East.
Ron, stop.
They're the 4th. They are, bro. I'm not lying. They're the 4th seed.
Who cares?
Because of time. Okay, but if Dame was the 4th seed, then you guys would be saying, "Oh my God, Dame's playing crazy and he's doing this, and this."
Let me go look at this schedule.
Man, look.
Why y'all don't like Tyrese?
No, I like Tyrese.
I like Tyrese. I just want Ron to just go on a cliff and just go all the way.
I mean, already.
We got Dame.
That's all I'm waiting for, J-Rob. I thought he was going to jump.
Hold on.
Yeah, like, I want him to jump. Like, I'm feeling what he's saying. I want him to go all the way, though. Jump off that cliff.
Is he better than Trey Young?
Yes. Say it, Ron.
Oh, Trey's my guy.
Say it, Ron.
Ron, back up and run. Full speed, Ron.
You can't full speed. Tyrese Haliburton. You got to do the whole thing, Ron. Go all the way.
I hate to say this because it's the same thing with Dame that you just said. And the thing about it is Trey is a top 5 playmaker in the league. Or passer in the league, should I say.
Ron. Don't sugarcoat it. Go crazy, Ron. Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks, Ron. Go crazy, Ron.
Ron, the water's warm. Jump on in.
You are not him. You are not him.
On a good amount of teams, I would rather have Tyrese Haliburton than Trey Young.
That's nasty as fuck.
That's not, bro.
Let's go. Time out.
So on the Brooklyn Nets, would you rather have Trey Young or Tyrese Haliburton?
Haliburton for that team.
And it's not even under the debate.
Are they keeping Kyrie? Are they keeping Kyrie?
Yes. Same team.
I might only for defense. That's it.
I'll go Haliburton.
What about
I'll put you there.
No. Only for the Nets.
I think Haliburton's a better team piece, bro. Like,
and that's only because of Trey Young and his defensive incapabilities. And that's it.
But the thing is, Tyrese can still give you 25. You know what I'm
Ron,
saying?
you don't have to do this. How would you rather have him on this team, that team? All you have to do is say him on.
Is he better than Darius Garland?
Wait, J-Bob. I want to get to it, please, because I'm not done. Darius Garland was next. Is he better than Darius Garland?
I'll take Tyrese Haliburton 8 out of the 7 days of the week over Darius Garland.
No,
I don't even gotta think twice about it. Yo, look, check this out.
But that's crazy.
No, look, Tyrese Haliburton is clear as day better player than.
Nah, I don't want to. It's not clear.
Darius
Garland.
What are we doing?
Darius Garland and Tyrese Haliburton are on the same tier, bro.
Here's the only thing. I
don't know if that's a clear, bro.
No, here's the only thing.
You need some wipers, my friend.
No, because Darius Garland, he'll come and give you a 40-point game every now and then, and you guys will jump off the cliff for him. And that's it.
What about LaMelo? What about LaMelo? What about LaMelo?
If Tyrese shot as much as him,
what about LaMelo, Ron?
A gunner like that? If he was just a gunner, like Darius Garland, he would have 40-point games too. And you know what?
Darius Garland is averaging 22 and 8 assists. Come on, bro.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and say this. Tyrese Haliburton has a lot of 40-point games ahead of him. He's averaging what? What's the average in J-Rob?
He's averaging 22 and 8, bro. That's great.
Okay. And Tyrese Haliburton's averaging 20 and 11. Who's the last person to average?
Come on, that's too niche. That's too nuanced, bro.
What's too niche?
Because at the end of the day, one guy's playing with Donovan Mitchell, who's also going to get a lot of touches in the backcourt as well.
That's not fair, J-Rob. We all playing basketball.
I'm just saying the
difference
between 8 and 11 assists, though. Come on, bro. The difference between 8 and 11 assists is the 3 ISO plays that Donovan Mitchell's going to take.
I got you. My bad. I got you. You right.
So you mean to tell me if Darius Garland, if Donovan Mitchell wasn't over there, Darius Garland would be leading the league in assists?
He damn near. I wouldn't say. I think he averaged double digit. I could see the other 2 assists.
Matter of fact, wait. I'm sure he gets a lot of his assists from Donovan Mitchell.
You taking Tyrese Haliburton over Shai Alexander right now?
If Donovan's not there, that boy is averaging 6 assists and about 26 points.
He averaged 25.
He averaged 8 assists last year. He averaged 8.6 assists last year without Donovan Mitchell. So what are you talking about?
So that's Darius Garland. Wait.
Come on.
DeJounte Murray.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'd rather have.
Yes, I would much rather have Tyrese Haliburton.
Are y'all serious?
What about you, Ron?
Are y'all serious?
I'd rather have
my boy. Hey, me and DeJounte. Hey, I knew DeJounte.
Are y'all serious?
I watched DeJounte grow up. DeJounte, my boy, my man, 100 grands and everything. Hey, a Seattle legend. But bro, Haliburton provides that level of defense. And the playmaking
Murray don't do the same?
No, he's a great defender.
What are we doing?
I'd rather have Tyrese, though.
Keep going, Dub. Keep going, Dub. Dub, keep going.
I'll take Tyrese.
What are we doing?
Keep going, Dub. Move on. Keep going.
The only young guards right now that I'm clear cut, like young guards, maybe 25 and under, that I'd probably take over Tyrese.
What about Ja, Ron? Ja, what about
SGA? I'm taking SGA. I'm taking SGA.
He's not that
SGA over.
What about Ja, Ron?
SGA is a shooting guard.
Now here's what I'm gonna say when we go. So right now, who did I all say that I'll take him over? I said Steph, Luka. I said Trey in certain instances. And then,
I hate this assist argument too. Just because you have.
How do you hate the assist argument?
No. Because
all you guys care about is somebody putting the ball in the hole.
Can I tell you why?
No, I like the assist argument. I like the assist.
No, I don't, because just because you average 11 assists doesn't mean you're automatic on this realm far and above everybody. You had a perfect point with Darius Garland and that Tyrese Haliburton. Yeah. He's on the Pacers team, which allows him to have that much production. You feel me? Let's talk about their game.
Hold on, wait. Time out.
Drew Holiday.
Dub, you're.
Time out. So what happens if, hypothetically speaking, they tank for the rest of the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden they get the number 1 pick and Victor Wembanyama's over there.
Mm-hmm.
Now how many assists does he average?
Willie and your
look who
I don't know.
The team over there is all right, but what happens when he gets another superstar level player over there?
I don't know.
I also think Dub, you got to take into account too, Dub, though, that Haliburton right now, I mean, over the last stretch, he's over. I think he's over 40 assists. Oh, somebody just put in chat 40 assists, no turnovers, bro. He's
playing great.
Not on this subject.
No,
that's kind of crazy, bro.
No. But J-Rob, I get it.
This man is your lead. This man is running your offense, bro. He's not making bad decisions, bro.
He's doing phenomenal.
I feel like you gotta put that in
Mars saying that he's not taking enough risks.
No.
Move on.
Hold on, wait. Can I answer the question though? Can I answer the question? That's what he said.
No, JD, that's crazy.
Even though don't get me wrong.
I hated that fucking argument,
what
Jetty.
he's
That
doing,
was crazy.
what he's doing, and playmaking for the Pacers is amazing and tremendous. You can't take that away. But to just sit here and harp on this thing like LeBron is doing, he's averaging 11 assists. He's on this crazy level.
Wait,
I just don't agree with that way
What
of
about
thinking.
Ja?
You're saying that he shouldn't be considered an elite tier
ask
player
him
just
about
because
Ja.
of what he's doing right now.
When is the last?
I think you could classify him. You could classify
Harden, right?
You could classify him as an elite. You could classify him as an elite level passer. I think he definitely deserves that. But just to put him on, he's better than these guys just because of that, I just don't agree with that way of thinking.
So the motherfuckers that you are saying, because now you're about to make me mad. The motherfuckers you're saying are better than Tyrese. You're saying it because of one thing.
Impact.
Scoring.
What about Jamal Murray, Ron?
Come on, bro. No,
Ron, what about Jamal Murray?
We're not doing that. Come on.
Dave's better than Haliburton because of impact. Ja's better than Haliburton
How does
because
he
of
impact
impact.
the game more than him? In what way?
Due to their scoring ability.
I ain't gonna lie.
We already know.
I ain't gonna lie though. Come on, Ron. I don't think Dub should have to prove that Ja Morant's more impactful of a player than
we haven't talked about Ja Morant yet. Can I get to Ja Morant?
We supposed to be on Ja Morant.
But impact, are we talking about impact? Like there's clearly some guys that are impacting more than
look.
Who's a better player?
This is all I'm gonna say. This is all I'm gonna say. If you put Tyrese Haliburton on that Memphis Grizzlies team, they do the same thing. And I'm going to even go a step further. They're even better with Tyrese.
I don't know about
that.
Why?
Actually, I don't think that's crazy.
Jay, that's crazy.
Ja Morant, his ability to run it up, Tyrese can't do that.
I also think where your argument falls short about Tyrese going to the Grizzlies and having the same impact is Ja Morant has been a complete culture changer for the entire, not only the team, but the city of Memphis, bro.
So was it Ja Morant's culture that made them go 18-2 last year without him? Was it Ja Morant's culture that made them go 2-1?
He was still there, Ron.
I do actually.
Him grittying on the bench, huh? And they're looking over seeing Ja Morant grittying, and they're like, yes, we're going to win this game. No, stop it, bro.
These are playing in the NBA, Ron. I would hope they could win some games without Ja Morant, bro.
But 18-2?
Motherfuckers is
without Ja Morant last year, but
the whole team 26 and under. You young motherfuckers better be able to win us a game, bro.
18-2.
I kind of feel you on this, Ron. I kind of feel you on this. I think Tyrese gets Jaren Jackson more involved too.
No. Hold on.
Desmond Bay, Dylan Brooks. What?
No,
I gotta give Ja a little bit more credit.
This is what you're ignoring.
I like Ja, but I love Ja for real. I just think that Jaren Jackson kind of gets like forgotten about over there. Sometimes
we could forget about Jaren Jackson because you guys, I don't know what you guys are trying to do with Jaren Jackson, but Ja Morant.
What are you saying about Jaren Jackson, JD?
I like Jaren Jackson, but bro, you really want to get him the rock more? Like, what are we doing?
Why not? You were talking about giving Alfred Sengun the ball.
I don't see Haliburton.
I think Alfred Sengun is better offensively than Jaren Jackson Jr. Come on, Ron.
I don't see Haliburton. I don't see Haliburton having the type of performances that Ja Morant was having.
And that's what I was getting at. Is that his ability to run it up, his ability to close out games is better than Tyrese Haliburton. I agree with you, Ron, in that I don't think the drop off is going to maybe there won't even be that much of a drop off. But
there'll be a playoff team for
sure. The close games, you are hurting without Ja Morant.
Okay, yeah, exactly. I think it's unfair to use that 18-2 to like diminish Ja. Maybe that's just more credit to the coaching in that team, bro.
That's the point I'm trying to make, though. That's the point I'm trying to make. With Tyrese there, they're still just as good.
They're not just
in the fourth quarter of the fourth game.
If you're saying they're just as good, that means you're saying Tyrese Haliburton will have the same exact impact as Ja Morant.
Hold on, wait. I didn't. No, because you're twisting my words. I didn't say that they're just as good. I said they're better. I said they're better with Tyrese Haliburton. Why? Look. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
You're crazy, bro.
I'm not, bro. Look, the defense with Tyrese out there, the defense out there with Tyrese as opposed to Ja is night and day. Ja plays the passing lanes, yes, but Tyrese is number 2 in the league in steals, and he actually plays on-ball defense.
So you think Tyrese Haliburton? Tyrese Haliburton is a better player than John Morant.
Just say that, bro. Listen to what I'm saying.
I want you to say that.
Once again, I'm gonna say this once again, and I keep saying
just
this.
say that. He's clearly more impactful. He's a better defender. He's a better passer. They're gonna be better with Tyrese. He's a better player, right?
And I keep
Ron, just can you come up here and say John Morant's a better player, bro? If you're not willing to say that, I don't care, bro. Say what you have to say. Say Tyrese Haliburton is a better player than John Morant. No, JD, because it doesn't start with Tyrese Haliburton is better than John Morant. It doesn't matter. Go on that clip, Ron.
All right,
I'm holding your hand. I'm holding your hand.
You don't gotta hold my hand. Can I get off? Can I get off? Can I get off my monologue? Can I get off my soliloquy? Can I get off my soliloquy?
Go ahead.
Oh, we got you, Ron.
Outside of scoring, Tyrese is better in every capacity than John Morant. On top of that, I think if you put John Morant on the Indiana Pacers, they're a worse team. On top of that, if you put Tyrese Haliburton on the Grizzlies, I think they're a better team, which further leads me to say I would rather have Tyrese Haliburton than John Morant.
All right.
What about Kyrie Irving?
Okay, we're done with this game. Thank you, Ron.
What about Kyrie, Ron?
There it goes.
It's time to jump.
Christopher D said to Super Chat, say, question for J-Rob. I asked the PC guys if it's disrespectful to compare Tony Romo to Harden, and I was told that's disrespecting Tony Romo. Thoughts?
No, that's
disrespecting James Harden.
That's disrespecting Tony Romo to the fullest.
That's disrespecting James Harden. Actually.
We say to say James Harden's name in the same sentence as Tony Romo is blasphemous.
Tony Romo is Jason Kidd, bro.
J-Rob, I thought you had to go.
I do gotta go. But
Jason Kidd?
I got 5 more minutes. So Tony Romo is Jason Kidd, and it's more disrespectful to James Harden because Tony Romo is a duck, bro. And the thing is, people don't want to admit because Tony Romo goes on TV and he predicts every play on television. Tony Romo in his career, when it mattered most, would close his damn eyes and just pick somebody to throw to, and he would ice the Cowboys.
But what's that got to do with Jason Kidd though?
Bug out. Chill. I don't want to disrespect Jason Kidd too much.
I want to hear
J-Rob, we're holding your hand. J-Rob,
say it, bro. Jump, bro. I got to hear this.
Down.
I'm here, J-Rob.
I'm glad we got a new thing.
Come on, bro. Just jump.
Let's do it.
Say it. This is how I really feel about Jason Kidd. I think Tony Romo is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the history of the game because he's never got the job done. And I think Jason Kidd is by far the most protected and overrated point guard. Probably he's between him and Chris Paul, but I think Jason Kidd is worse.
Why?
Because to me, Jason Kidd is just only been good enough, and that's all he'll ever have been.
What?
So I'm jumping off that cliff, y'all.
All right, you go ahead. You go ahead. I'm gonna walk back onto the cliff here. That's crazy.
Damn, J-Rob,
I'm not wrong. I like Jason Kidd, but I don't like him like most people like.
Man, I love J Kidd. Chamoy sent super chat. The problem with Tyrese, Tyrese a better team player. Y'all comparing more talented players. Haliburton produces more for the team rather than himself. I don't know that anyone would argue that in terms of putting him in a system. He's a great team player, but there's those guys who just it's like you can't replace like a John Morant with Tyrese Haliburton. I don't know.
You can't replace a Tyrese Haliburton with a John Morant either.
I mean, you could.
And hold on. That's all I'm gonna say too. Keep in mind, how old is Ja?
He's like 23, 24.
He's 23. Tyrese is younger than Ja. So, but I'm not saying that to compare him. I'm just saying keep in mind how young Tyrese is.
Yeah,
Tyrese is gonna get a whole lot better.
That's
and I said this a couple episodes ago. He's leading the league in assists today. He's gonna lead the league in assists for a long time coming. I can see.
He's better than John Morant.
I just told you. I just told you. Like, I'm not finna go back down that route. Like,
you never say John Morant. Kyrie.
You could say.
What about Kyrie?
You could say John Morant's more talented, but I'll take Tyrese over Ja.
All right, let's talk about Bol Bol
and Kyrie.
All right, I'll see y'all later. I gotta go. Hold my hand.
All right, J-Rob.
Appreciate
Peace,
y'all.
J-Rob.
Love y'all,
Peace.
man.
All right, J-Rob.
See you tonight on Player's Choice.
I can't. Put me next. Hold on, I got you.
Here we go. I'm fucking it up. My bad.
Hey, yo, you gotta go at your camera, bro. That's crazy.
When you guys start doing that, that's cute. That's a Jersey thing.
We figured that out after last show.
Just like these bitches, man. They just love.
Okay, Paulo Banchero on Bol Bol. This is a quote from Banchero. Everyone talks about the Victor dude. I'm not trying to compare them, but Bol's 7'2", shoots threes, brings it up the court, makes passes, and blocks shots. I feel like people kind of forget about him, but Bol's a freak of nature. Stephon Marbury also has a quote about Bol Bol. He'll be a top-tier player in the next 2 years. He's playing with a passion because of how he was treated elsewhere. It's great to see him shine. He has his father's heart and desires on the court, mixed with all the things his father didn't have as a player. I'm not going to lie. I'm all for giving Bol Bol his flowers for sure. Mm-hmm. But, bro, Victor Wembanyama's different, bro.
I think, oh my God, this is just a prediction, okay? No, I don't want you guys to think that this comes from place of hate. This is what a prediction that I'm worried about that's going to happen with Bol Bol. He's on a losing situation right now, so of course the production is going to be there. Looks nice. As soon as he gets on a team that we're all going to think that he could possibly do something, he probably won't live up to that. Now, this is a prediction that I hope doesn't come true, but I'm getting this type of aura and this type of feeling from that.
It's all about the opportunity he's given, though.
100%. I love Bol Bol and what he's been doing. I think he's doing great on the Magic, bro. I think that him being on the Denver Nuggets was bad for him because he couldn't get the PT that he really deserved. I just hope that this isn't like a Victor Oladipo type run where he had this crazy year, looked amazing after that. I mean, he did get hurt, but we just haven't really seen him the same way. That I just hope that doesn't happen, but I do get these vibes from that.
I don't see much difference between Vic and Bol. I just think Vic kind of got it a little earlier. He just kind of got it quicker than Bol did.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have to see when he actually comes into the NBA to make a true comparison. But, bro, just watching his game, like, he's so... I don't know, bro. Like everyone's been saying, he's just so much different. And I would say if you were tiering it, I would probably put Vic 2 tiers above him.
Victor Wembanyama? I mean, Victor and your mama?
you got something in your mouth.
You say he's 2 tiers above Bol Bol?
I think so. But again, I got to see him in the NBA. But just watching his game, bro, he is so smooth with it. It just doesn't look real. Bol Bol's nice. I like Bol Bol. I'm going to root for Bol Bol for sure. And I'm not saying that he's trash. Keep that in mind. Victor Wembanyama just looks different.
Yeah. I got big love for Bol. Bobby knows. I've been hyping Bol since he was at Oregon. And keep in mind, if Bol didn't tear his ACL at Oregon, or I think it was either his ACL or his foot. I think it was his foot, actually. If he doesn't do that, Bol goes damn near top 5. So let's not act like it's really so far off. But thing about it is, even at that age, Bol was good, but Bol wasn't doing what Victor was doing in high school. But Bol was crazy in high school, but he wasn't like this. With that being said, comparing it right now, Bol's skill set's really slept on. I seen another highlight of him yesterday, grabbing rebounds, bringing the ball up the court, Euro stepping guys, dunking with the opposite hand, doing all type of just crazy stuff. And it was just okay. When I seen that and then scrolled over and seen the Victor highlights, it's a lot similar than you guys would think. On top of that, Bol Bol really is a sniper. Bol Bol be smacking that 3. And Bol Bol, this isn't something that's new. Bol Bol's been shooting the ball since high school. At Oregon, even when he was playing with the Nuggets last year and stuff. But that was one thing that Bol Bol was doing. Bol Bol was shooting the ball. They were actually trying to make Bol Bol a spot up shooter. So Bol Bol can shoot, but I think Victor just on the block really, and just kind of in that mid range area. that's where he kind of just sets himself apart. On top of that, Bol Bol isn't quite as athletic as Victor. Victor, like you guys know the shots where Victor shoots the ball, misses, and then grabs his tip dunk and slams it back in over two people. Bol Bol's not doing shit like that.
I think that as he continues to progress in the league, and I'm talking about Bol Bol here, I think that he's got a higher ceiling still. Like he's obviously not reached his potential. Let him start getting a feel for the game, continue to get a feel for the game, learn, like get in a rhythm, get on a team where, like, you start looking at Bol Bol where he's on a team that's making a more of an impact than the Orlando Magic, and he's producing. You'll be looking at him a lot different. He's not going to get a whole lot of love over in Orlando.
I mean, maybe that's the thing though. If he didn't go to Orlando, he wouldn't be getting no love at all. He only got love because he's playing in Orlando. Like the last couple teams that he played for, they weren't trying to give him no love. Now that he's in Orlando, he can get playing time, and now he's actually proving himself. Now people's eyes is open.
And that's a good point, Ron. What I was trying to get at is, like, see what he's doing right now in Orlando. See him go to a team that's actually going to be in the playoffs and could make a run, whatever, and he's keeping that production up. We didn't get to see it in Denver because he was overshadowed by Jokic, and he wasn't getting any tick. He was not seeing the floor, like, at all.
That's just a bad situation for him, though.
Exactly.
Anybody backing up Jokic, it's terrible.
Exactly.
Like if it would have even been Embiid, for instance, because Embiid, he needs a backup to relieve him for significant minutes in the game. But Joker, it's like, bro, I don't need no fucking backup.
What? They had DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah, but even then, when I was mentioning DeMarcus, you guys were saying, oh, well, he didn't do anything for the Nuggets. He was bad last year. He was,
That's not what he said. Oh my God, bro. Like,
what did he say, Dub?
Like, y'all get me mad because it's like, no wonder why you agree with Fluent, because it just goes in through one ear, not the other, bro.
Dub, I agree with you too.
No, fuck.
I agree. I agree with good takes.
Hey,
fuck that.
And I hate bad takes.
Do you guys agree with this?
Hell no.
Faders music group. I got Bulls most improved so far. I'm not mad about that.
I don't think he got much better. I think he's most improved just because he's finally getting to play. So
that's how they're gonna look at it. In that his production went up. They're not gonna care about, oh well, he didn't see time. Like you're really comparing his stats.
Right. Yeah, I mean I can agree with that.
Yeah, he's probably definitely gonna be in the contention.
Yeah, he'll be in the top 5 probably in that conversation.
Malik Monk will be in there.
De'Aaron Fox, Shea.
I don't think De'Aaron should be in there.
Shea will probably be in there.
De'Aaron Fox will be in the conversation, Bob.
I don't think it should be talked about in that realm.
We didn't think John Morant should have been talked about in that realm last year, and he won it. So
he shouldn't have.
Who has a good case right now? I forget.
Shea, Laurie
and Shea is going to win it over him easily.
We could put
over Bol.
Yeah, easy.
I think they'll have a better chance of winning it, but in terms of just that conversation, I think he's in there. Kevin Durant was asked when he knows he's in rhythm for a big scoring performance. He said, "When I wake up."
He's always in rhythm for a good scoring.
Isn't that what Javon Carter said recently, like a week ago?
Did he?
He said something along the same lines.
That's the mindset you're supposed to have, man.
That's a crazy question to ask Kevin Durant, though.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
Like, who asked that to Kevin Durant? Like, he's gonna get down.
Yeah, that's fire. All right, I want to talk about this. This is the topic of the day, of the show. I want to get your guys' biggest disappointment so far. This could be a individual player. This could be a team. But your biggest disappointment so far, we're a quarter of the way through the season. I'm sure a lot of us are disappointed that we haven't been able to see much of Kawhi Leonard. That's a glaring one.
Biggest disappointment's got to be the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard not being able to perform on the court is something that's hurting the team and his legacy. That's easily probably the most disappointing thing so far this season. You had guys like LeBron and Bobby Diamonds over here thinking that Kawhi Leonard was on this realm, and now that he hasn't been able to perform, everyone's switching up on him. That's easily the biggest disappointment this season. You got that one, and then the Lakers as well. Well, the Lakers, nobody really believed in, so it can't really be the Lakers either.
Dub, I'm surprised you didn't say the Heat.
No, I knew they was going to be ass.
Fair.
I'm never switching up on the Kawhi take. He's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like either way, Kawhi's still that guy. He always been that guy. If he can come back healthy, he still will be that guy. I mean, I don't think him getting hurt, as far as I'm concerned, him being hurt right now doesn't ruin his legacy.
I mean, a lot of people are switching up on him, man. They're calling him a what if story.
Yeah, those is the busters. They do that.
How's he a what if story if he already did what he did? Like Kawhi can retire today and still have a legacy.
I agree with that way of thinking.
First ballot Hall of Famer if he retires yesterday.
I agree with that way of thinking. I don't understand the switch up as well, but people are people. They hang on to whatever narratives that they want to believe in. A few months ago, I did have this CP3 versus Kawhi Leonard take, but I do think it's completely disrespectful to just negate what Kawhi Leonard has done for his whole entire career, just because he's not playing this year.
And once again, that's the only thing I can really hold on to right now. I still got high hopes for the Clippers and Paul George. I mean, Kawhi Leonard. I got high hopes for Paul George too. Hopefully he can step it up as well. But who I really have as a disappointment right now, I got a few teams. I'm going to start with Dub, your Miami Heat. I don't know what's going on over there, but it's just, I don't know, it's just disappointing.
I mean, I told y'all what it is. I mean,
yeah, no, I know you will say that. I still expect the Heat to at least be a 7-8 seed, at least be middle of the pack.
Well, right now, there's like the Wizards are 11-10, we're 10-11, so we're like 2 games away from that. In another week, it probably could change. So we're 11 seed right now, but that could change so easily. So don't believe in that seeding.
Nah, for sure. Furthermore, moving along. I'm disappointed in the Bulls, but ultimately Zach LaVine. And I don't know if he's injured right now. I don't know exactly what it is, but Zach, I don't know. He just hasn't been looking his-self. Like when you watch him play, he hasn't been looking his-self. He doesn't have that same explosion. It looks like he's almost timid out there. On top of that, his shooting percentages haven't really been that good, and he just hasn't been playing how we're accustomed to knowing Zach to play.
Yeah, it's like he didn't take a step forward from last season. Let me look at last year, 21-22, 24 points, 4 assists, 4 boards, 4.5, 4.6 boards. This season, seen a little bit of a drop off in points, 21 points a game, and then around the same assists and rebounds. And then as far as shooting percentage goes, his 3-point percentage has taken a hit. His field goal percentage has taken a hit. And he's taken around the same amount of shots per game.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Zach should be, for the shots he's shooting, he should be scoring a lot more. And it's like, if you're going to be an inefficient scorer, then he just needs to get a ball to DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, I wish Shaq was here. I remember the Zach LaVine train. He thought he was next up. I'm glad that those are aging terribly. One team I do want to talk about that everyone was so convinced about as well was the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I knew you were going there.
Like, bro, Rudy Gobert was supposed to be their answer. Fix this team. They're fucking ass, bro. They keep playing drop coverage with Rudy Gobert. Cat is not great defensively. The team, they're not that good defensively, and I told everyone that was going to be the struggle.
Cat being hurt might end up being somewhat of a blessing in disguise for them.
They're going to be better. I think they're going to be better, and that's because now they have more movement. But as I said before, having Rudy Gobert there doesn't solve anything. It just adds another problem. They're going to consistently play drop coverage. Karl-Anthony Towns, they cannot have Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert on the same court at the same time. Rudy Gobert provides nothing offensively. It doesn't make sense why everyone was so high on this team, mainly because they was mad on how everybody was booing Rudy Gobert for the person that he really is.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dub,
he's just a good rim protector, and that's it.
Well, we had kind of talked about it before. I think maybe 2 or 3 episodes ago. I still think that the Minnesota Timberwolves needed more time. They needed more time, so they weren't going to be a number 1 seed, but they could still get more time, get it together, and end up in that 5-6 seed and make a playoff push. The only thing is they have to get on the same page. They have to practice all the new things they have to do with having Cat out there playing different forms of defense. So I understand where you're coming from, speaking about like right now, these first 20 games, but I think that, well, I mean, with Cat being hurt still, even I think maybe at the 50 game mark, the 55, 60 game mark, I think it might be a different story for the Timberwolves. I see, especially now, and I hate to say it because, you know, obviously you never want anybody to get hurt, but with Cat not being in the picture, it gives them a different look. It does. But another thing too is, you know, sometimes coaches are trying things out different at the beginning of the season. So I think eventually, you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, if you're paying this guy this much money, then you can't not play him, right?" So obviously, I'm not saying don't play him, but maybe their minutes need to go down. They don't need to play together as much. Out of 48 minutes, I think maybe they should play maybe 10 minutes together at the most. So sometimes I feel like it might be better to actually have 2 dominant 5s at all times. So now if at all times one of them are at the 5 and sometimes they play together, then your center position is pretty much sewn up. I know you're not big on Rudy, but in order for Rudy to be a threat, he's one of those players where he has to be like a lob threat. He's not going to get that bounce, whatever you call it, posting up on the block. Well, I mean, it's only been 20 games. You got to look at, especially in the NBA, it's an 82 game season.
But
so
if this is something that Rudy has struggled with for his whole entire career, there's no reason for me to sit here and think that that's going to be fixed.
It's not about him being fixed. It's about just a different system, having a point guard or even Anthony Edwards, somebody that's throwing them lobs when they attack the rim, or little dish downs. Or also, Dub, sometimes you got to realize maybe when he's in the game, he's not going to be there to be a scoring threat other than offensive putbacks and lobs. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just something that should be accepted.
That's the only thing that.
But his rim and that might be fine, especially if on the defensive end he's protecting the rim and doing his job on the defensive end. Sometimes y'all forget about defense.
So this is where I agree with you too. This is where I agree with you. You said that they need to minimize having Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert on at the same time. I do agree with that.
Maybe so.
When you have smaller guys and smaller forwards, it creates more movement. They'll be able to, if you're going to play drop coverage with Rudy Gobert, and that's what they're doing. If you're going to play drop coverage with Rudy Gobert, you need guys who can move across the floor. Right. And that's the issue I have with people. People just for some reason just completely dismiss that. Rudy Gobert playing drop coverage in this day and age is a problem, especially if you don't have the personnel to make up for that. If he was on the Boston Celtics, then he can get away with this. You're playing on the Minnesota Timberwolves with no type of perimeter defense besides maybe Anthony Edwards. So, like, it's a thing that's not going to be a recipe for success. So coach
got to try something new, you know.
You can't try anything new if you do not have the personnel. If you have Cat there, they can't move around, and I don't even know who you could even have there to try to place Cat to let them have even a competent defense. It's something that's going to be completely exposed in the playoffs with the Golden State Warriors, the Denver Nuggets, the Phoenix Suns could take advantage of that as well, where they just constantly abuse the pick and roll and just shoot threes over them.
Right. Well, like, look, if I had the answers, I'd have an NBA coaching job. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. So I'm just saying, like, I think that whatever coach they have, maybe he's going to try something new, work it out. But I think that, I mean, we've seen the Twin Tower work before in the NBA. I think if you have an innovative coach, in a team that's willing to buy in and try something that they haven't tried before, I don't see why you can't find something that works. Especially because, I mean, you don't like Rudy Gobert, but I think Rudy Gobert can be used if you got the right system, you got the right coach, and just try something new. And maybe he's not supposed to be a 30, 35 minute a game type guy. Maybe he needs to be playing 16 to 25 minutes, and he might just have to accept that in his
16 to 25.
The last time
that's a lot of minutes, bro.
That's an all-star you're talking about. That's great.
The last time we seen this working was probably the New Orleans Pelicans with Boogie Cousins and Anthony Davis, and that was because of Anthony Davis and how great of a defender.
That was because of Rajon Rondo. That was because of Rajon Rondo. Let's be clear about that. They had Drew Holiday and Rajon Rondo out there, and the talent of DeMarcus and AD is not to be questioned. That's not what I meant by that.
AD being able to play on the perimeter helped dramatically.
Well, Cat plays on the perimeter, doesn't he? I thought he was the best shooting big man ever.
Defense.
Okay, you're right. AD moved the shit out his feet. That boy be moving. He be moving. You're right.
I'm with Dub on this Minnesota Timberwolves. So far, it seems like a failed experiment.
Look.
Like what you said, Bob. Like what you said, around the 50-60 mark. You know,
look, JD. Look at the chat. He Mr. MRE income. He just said, nah, he getting paid dumb bread. He ain't playing 16 minutes, Bobby. My thing is, sometimes we got to get away from the money because the Minnesota Timberwolves didn't sign him to that contract. You know what I'm saying? He got that contract from Utah. So when he comes to Minnesota, they're like, yeah, you getting paid a lot, but we don't need you.
Russ getting paid right now. That doesn't make sense. Russ gets
not Russ. Not Russ. I'm talking about Rudy.
No, my bad. I was addressing income.
Okay, we'll check it out. What I'm saying is,
hold on, Bobby, because he's going off the logic. Oh, he's getting paid all this money. He can't only play 60 minutes a game.
Right, and I understand that.
A lot of fucking bread. He's on the bench, so that doesn't make sense.
Right. So so we understand. But my point was that, like, you guys, we can't go off of that logic if we want to win basketball games. You can't be like, oh, he's getting paid this much, so he has to play this many minutes. Especially if you're not the team that signed him to that contract. You're not obligated to play him 40 minutes a game. Like I said, 25 minutes for Rudy Gobert on this team is sufficient. Like, that's
maybe
enough.
Cat needs to play less.
Maybe so.
Maybe
one of them
needs to be the case.
One of them needs to play less. It could be one of the other.
Rudy. Let him come in and play D, like Bobby said, limit his minutes a little bit more. And then it's like the offensive drop-off is just, it's like, what is he? He's out there. He's just a body.
Well, y'all know if the experiment doesn't work, then Cat's next to be traded.
I mean, they did all right last season without Rudy. You know, like they weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, because they had Pat Bev.
They had Pat Bev. They had Pat Bev, Malik Beasley. I think Vanderbilt was still on the team, and all those guys was called quality defenders.
Yo, but speaking of disappointments and whatnot, and speaking of Pat Bev and the Lakers are definitely a disappointment. We all know that. Don't really have to say that. But you mentioned Pat Bev, and this is who I want to talk about. Pat Bev has been an extreme disappointment over there at the Lakers. Because
I'm happy. They needed me. They needed me to make it to the Western Conference Finals. Watch when they have me. Look at you. Y'all fucking losing. I'm sorry, Ron.
Yeah, and I'm like, I know Patrick Beverley is not a big numbers guy or anything like that, but dude, you're playing 27 minutes a game and averaging 4 and 4 is just like, I don't know, like that's not really too game changing over there.
Is Dennis back yet?
Yeah, Dennis is back.
That's what I thought so.
I'll say my personal biggest disappointment has got to be RJ Barrett, bro. I was really convinced that he was going to do something this season. I mean, the projection for just looking at his first 3 years, he's improved year over year in damn near every category. And so I was looking at it like, this guy's like a 6'9" shooting guard. Just having that frame at that position, you'd think that he could get a lot off. And seeing just how disappointing he's been at the beginning of the season, he still has time to turn around. Sure, he did start playing a lot better in the second half of the season last year, so there is time.
Talking about Pat Bev?
No, I'm talking about RJ Barrett. It's just looking.
Yo, shut up! Why are you still talking about RJ Barrett? Oh, because
that's my biggest disappointment. That's my biggest.
No. We told you. I'm sorry, Jay, but somebody has to tell you this. We told you that it was going to be hard to replicate the John Morant shit. And I said, RJ Barrett is not the guy. And what you say? No. RJ Barrett is the guy. I seen what he did at the end of the season on my fantasy basketball team, and he's going to go crazy. Now, that's what happened. And we said, no, Ron. We said, no, Jay, don't do it. Don't do it. What you did, you got on your fucking chair, and you said, I'm just going to jump. And you fucking jumped.
Bro, I didn't think he was going to be like this.
Yo, like, he's not playing all that bad, though. Like, what are you expecting the dude to average 30?
It looks bad. No, bro, but I'm not even saying just like in terms of the numbers. It's like, go watch RJ Barrett, bro. It just looks like Cam Reddish. I was not big on Cam Reddish last year. He's coming over and making RJ look like he needs to ride the bench.
Cam Reddish was nice. He just got in a bad situation. I think Cam Reddish and RJ, well, now because they got drafted so high. If they weren't guaranteed to go so high, they probably should have stuck with Coach K for one more year and learned a little something.
Yo, our guy.
You know how that go.
Ron, back to your point about Pat Bev, bro. I'm glad this happening to him.
Why is that, Dub?
That's cold,
bro. How you? No, bro. That gets me mad, man. That gets me so mad, bro. You bigged yourself up, on ESPN. You bigged yourself up on all these platforms. You said all this nonsense about you being on the Lakers is going to change the team. They need a guy like me. They need a guy who's going to push these guys like LeBron James. They need a guy who got that dog in them. Once they have me, you're going to be in the Western Conference Finals. Mark my words, we're going to be in the Western Conference Finals. And what's going on? 4-4. They had me a break.
Our guy, it's about damn time. He's been rocking with us for a minute. Sent a super chat. The biggest disappointments in the league gotta be the Lakers and Nets. Fellas, I've been watching every show. Damn, 53K subs. Amazing. Dub, my guy, what up? Yo, shout out to It's About Damn Time, man. He's been here for a hot minute.
For real,
man.
Hey, JD, my biggest disappointment right now, and I know I was just sticking up for him, but so I've been one of those guys where I'm like, when a player doesn't play and somebody's like, oh, the fans bought the tickets to see the player, I'll be like, man, it just happens. You can't kill your body because a fan bought tickets to a game and you ended up not playing. I've been a supporter of that, and now I see I'm a hypocrite because I had tickets last night to the Trailblazers game. And, as you know, nobody played last night. Kawhi didn't play. PG didn't play. John Wall didn't play.
Anthony Simons played.
Yeah, that's cool. But
we'll get to that.
So now my biggest disappointment is load management. Well, cause so in SAC, so like I got season tickets in SAC, so I can catch you in Sacramento. But like in Portland, I just went to the game last night. I don't really get to too many Trailblazers games, so I was like, okay, cool. Like because my wife got me the tickets for my birthday back in October, so I was looking like, okay, Kawhi might be back by then. Paul George is gonna play, Dame's gonna play, and I was like, damn, I was mad last night. But I mean, see, I love basketball, so it was still a good game. It wasn't a thing. Jeremy Grant, that's my guy.
Hey, you were there?
Yeah, I was at the game last night. Yeah, I seen Reggie big ball head on the TNT. I was getting weak.
Bro, speaking of Portland games, Ron left me on red when I said let's go to a Dallas Mavericks game in Portland.
Remember, it was
come on, JD,
JD,
let's do it.
It's crazy, bro. Ron leaving me on red.
Because you only want to go to one game.
I'll go to any Blazers game, but bro, they play like in a couple weeks.
Who's they?
Dallas Mavericks.
In Portland?
Actually, it might be in January. Sorry, it's like a month and a half.
Let's circle the date, make it happen.
All right, there we go. See, I just got to bring it to your front doorstep. Stop texting you.
Okay, I know what to do. Sorry.
Go ahead and talk about him though, Ron.
About who?
Anthony.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about because we talked about most improved player, and Anthony didn't get mentioned.
Yeah, that's facts.
And like I was saying, Anthony, taking a step forward. Went for 37 last night on national TV. Yeah, they lost. Norman did his thing. But, bro, Anthony looking like that. Remember we was just talking about him last episode? And we were talking about what exactly were we saying? Oh, we were comparing him and Tyrese Maxey. Don't remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But nah, I'm not really gonna go into too much of a deep monologue about Ant. I've already told you guys about Ant. He's just a baller. Went 9 for 16 from 3 last night. Dude's cold for real.
Yo, I didn't realize he was jacking like this season. So he shot damn near 8 threes a game last season. He's shooting almost 11 threes a game this season.
That's fucking crazy.
That is
remember the days where dudes didn't even shoot 3 threes a game?
Three threes was a lot.
As your best shooter, they barely shot 3 threes a game.
Well, 3 threes was like, I say that was a lot. That was like the ceiling. That was like the max. If you shot 4 or 5 threes, it was like, hey, yo, this guy's really casting.
But it was see Robert Covington and Norm. They was trying to kill the Clippers last night. Jeremy Grant, telling you, Jeremy Grant so underrated.
For real.
Powell
he been that nice though for a long time.
Powell had like 27 or something last night.
Yeah, he scored 22 in the fourth. I want to say it was 22.
At one point, I think at the end of the first into the beginning of the second,
yeah, he scored 32 and 22 in the fourth.
Yeah, I think Rob Covington hit like 4 straight threes in a row.
I mean, you know what that is? That's just good old vengeance. You know, they used to play for the Blazers. The Blazers shipped them down to LA.
Yeah.
And then every time they play against the Blazers, they're like, nah, we're gonna give you guys everything and more from what you traded away.
Nick Batum got some big love when he checked in.
Oh yeah. I forgot to mention this when we were talking about Bol Bol, but they play the Hawks tonight. Ron, can you do something for me?
Yes.
I would like you to put this up on the Player's Choice Lucra account. I'd like us to take Bol Bol points. We'll go straight up. And I would like it to be against DeJounte Murray.
That's a good one.
I want you to put that up. If anyone wants to accept that, go ahead. If you want to send that to us, go ahead as well. I want Bol Bol. I want Bol Bol against DeJounte Murray straight up for points scored tonight.
Yeah, you're losing that.
I'll take it.
JD, I'm with you. We'll take it. Dub, you want to send it?
I'll send it.
All right, and when you send the wager over, make sure shortly thereafter you send the money with it.
Ron, put that up for anyone to accept it on that too.
I got you. When you guys do join Lucra, make sure you also, when you do first sign up, always use this promo code right here. But after you do that, we have a Player's Choice group actually in there. Make sure you join that group. You'll see frequent wagers that we do place, like things like this, for instance, where you can go and you can grab it at any time.
Bro, I've been going in the activity feed for the group because you can look at what everyone in the group is doing amongst each other, and I've been loving seeing what people are putting up there. It's fun to just see what contests people are creating. So I'm in there every day looking. There's a Giannis versus Kyrie Irving one. I just put it
weirdo,
up.
Jay. That's what stalkers do, bro.
Giannis versus Kyrie Irving. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what stalkers do. That's crazy.
Nah, that for sure what stalkers do. You're a fucking stalker now. How you feel about that? How you feel being a stalker? Should I call you?
What is wrong with you, bro? Just looking at the activity feed?
No. You're looking at what other people's doing. Why don't you mind your business?
I want to see what everyone's putting up. What do you mean?
Mind your
it's
business.
A public feed, bro. It's
mind
like
your business.
On
mind your business, man.
Looking at your feed. What's wrong with you? Hey, I got a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that in the next, I don't know, let's say 10 years, do you think we'll see...
I love this. I love this.
Maybe we need to put it out further, but because 10 years doesn't feel long enough for this, but whatever, we'll start with 10. Do you think in the next 10 years we'll see another three-peat?
Oh.
No, I don't see that.
A super team will have to form. The only team I think is possible, only team that I think is possible is the Boston Celtics with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and all them.
What about the Bucks?
Nope.
If let's say the Boston Celtics are able to get.
Why do you guys try to sneak the Bucks in here?
Bro,
why does everyone
try the best team in the NBA?
No, that is a lie that the masses have been telling you guys.
No
years
one's telling
now.
me nothing.
Yes, that is a lie.
I'm with Ron.
The Bucks are the best team in the NBA when healthy. Okay, Sherlock. Let's actually dive down into this shit, okay? They won in 2021 because of what? Oh, yeah, Kyrie Irving, James Harden got hurt. Oh, yeah. And then on top of that, LeBron James and AD wasn't there. On top of that, the Golden State Warriors wasn't even there.
So why did they lose the next year then?
On top of that, the Clippers.
So why did the Bucks lose the next year then?
Huh?
So why did the Bucks lose the next year then?
They would have lost to the Golden State Warriors as well last year.
With Chris Middleton?
Yes.
I died.
Chris Middleton was not having a good season last year. He's being inconsistent the whole entire year. Keep telling you this. If you trusted Chris Middleton last season to perform the same way he did in that 2021 playoffs, I promise you, bro, you would have been disappointed.
He didn't have to do that. And
Yes,
and the
he
thing
did.
about those playoffs is Chris Middleton was just performing at timely moments. It wasn't like he was just going ballistic the whole playoff run. It was certain games where Giannis didn't bring it the way he should have, and Chris Middleton was stepping up and going for 30s, high 20s, things of that nature. On top of that, what I keep telling you is it's not all about the scoring with Chris Middleton. Dub, it's not all about scoring. It's not all about vanity.
It's his defense, right?
Vanity, yes.
So you trusted him to stop the Boston Celtics playing the type of having the type of 3-point shooting performance that they had. You trust him to stop that? With Mike Budenholzer basically saying, well, we're gonna live with these guys shooting threes, Grant Williams shooting threes, and then Grant Williams just making the shit.
I like Chris Middleton's
Nothing would have changed.
I like his defense a lot more than Grayson Allen's defense.
Nothing would have changed.
I would much rather have Chris Middleton out there than Wesley Matthews.
Nothing would have changed.
But hey, what do I know?
I'm telling
Chris
you right
Middleton
now. And I pray that Chris Middleton is healthy this year so that what can happen? So that the Bucks can lose to Boston again.
That's what's going to happen.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Ron, did you hear the question?
I don't know the question. I just know that they over here on that fairy dust.
They're for sure on the fairy dust. I asked, in the next 10 years, do you think we'll see another three-peat?
Is it possible that AD could get to Boston and Boston not lose Jaylen Brown?
They got to lose one of them, bro. You can't. No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm just saying. You know,
or you're losing your depth.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Well, somehow something like that would be the only way I could see it happening. Like if AD was on Boston, you know, something like that. But other than that, I can't really see it.
Just AD. Ron.
I mean, could Giannis end up in Dallas? Like, no, it's not happening. I don't see it.
Can you imagine Luka and Giannis together? Oh my god! Oh my god!
As of right now, no. But things happen so quickly that anybody can end up anywhere. And yeah, I don't know. But as of right now, no.
MRE Income said, I think in the next 10 years, we're more likely to see 3 organizations win chips that have never won than a three-peat.
I'd agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
3 organizations that have never won a chip. I'm trying to think of like who would be able to do that.
I think the NBA is so spread out now. Like I know there's a couple teams that are, but I think I just don't. It's hard to three-peat now.
It is. I mean, it's always been hard to three-peat.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's always been hard.
I don't think it's necessarily hard to three-peat. It's just who is in place to do that. And I don't think, as currently stands, nobody is just that much more dominant. But I mean, I'm not. It is hard to three-peat, obviously. But if you have the right players in place, it's like you're gonna take this team to win all of those years. Just like if KD would have stayed, or if KD wouldn't have got injured, more than they might have had a three-peat. But if he would have stayed, they probably would have got 3 and 4.
Fair. All right, I want to do a battle of the duos, and I want to know who you guys have as like your top 3 and rank them 1, 2, and 3 duos in the NBA. I'll start rattling off some duos so that I can jog your memory here. We'll start with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. It's an obvious one.
That's easy.
Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. I want you to give me your top 3 duos in the NBA right now. Actually, let's go top 5. There's plenty of duos in here. Let's go top 5. So Tatum and Brown, Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Ja Morant and Desmond Bane, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, Trey Young and DeJounte, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, Giannis and Drew, Jimmy Butler and Bam, Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid because Harden's been out, Dame and Jeremy Grant. I would prefer going Dame and Anthony Simons. Let's go Dame and Anthony Simons here. Karl Anthony Towns and Ant Edwards, Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr.
De'Aaron and DeMontis.
We could add them.
Steph Curry.
Right?
Steph Curry and Steve Kerr.
5. Give me top
5. In order, we got Jalen and Jason. That's number 1. Giannis and Drew. Steph and Steve Kerr.
I got
De'Aaron and DeMontis. I guess. You know what? I want Jimmy and Ben. I want to say Darius and D Mitch, but I got Jimmy and Ben.
LeBron and the refs is crazy.
So I got LeBron. I got LeBron and AD. I still got KD and Kyrie. I would still have. After that, I'll do. After that, I'll do Giannis and Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Trey Young and DeJounte Murray, Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, John Morant, Desmond Bane.
Oh, you're going the whole
list.
Yeah. I'm doing what's it called? I don't like this Tyrese Maxey being paired up next to James Harden. I'm gonna do James Harden and Joel Embiid. Then I'll do Damian Lillard, Jeremy Grant, Edwards, Carr, Anthony Towns, and then Jalen Green, Kevin Porter.
Kyrie and Twitter.
I gotta go to.
All right, Deb.
Peace.
All right, bro.
Ron.
All right, I'm gonna start by going with the best player in the league and one of the best defenders in the league, Giannis and Drew Holiday. I just think with the impact that Giannis brings, he automatically propels this duo. And Drew Holiday, as we know, is no slouch. Drew Holiday gets down. So those two together, I think, is the best duo in the league. Then you got to go with both Jays, Jalen and Jason, because just of what they did last year, their firepower, both of their abilities to score 30 on any given night, and they're both two-way players, and they're still getting better. So I'll go with them. Right after that, I'm going to go with Bron and AD. And then this is where things get – it wouldn't be Ron if things didn't take a turn slightly left.
Don't say Jalen Green and KPJ.
You guys wouldn't project them here, but I'm going to tell you why they're here. Now, these two guys aren't even on the list. Why? I don't know. But they are currently the best team in the West right now. Yes, it's still early. We're only a quarter of the way through the season, but a quarter way through the season, they're the best team in the West. I'm talking about Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. How we overlooked them, I don't know.
Fair.
But like I have been saying, Devin Booker is the best shooting guard in the NBA. He's playing like it right now. Just went for 44 and 7 against, who was that, Bobby? Who'd that beat? All right, never mind. I'm going to keep moving. DeAndre Ayton, he's actually been balling a lot this year too. I think they should give him the ball more, and he'll continue to produce. But I got them. And on top of that, they've made a championship run already. They've had a couple runs in the playoffs, so they're kind of battle tested a bit. So I got them as well. And last but not least, I'm gonna go with Trey and DeJounte. I still think that they started off playing good. Last few games they haven't been playing too well, but I think this is a dangerous duo come playoff time.
No Dame and Anthony Simons, huh?
Nah, Anthony still got too much to prove. Even though I love Anthony, but out of this group, he's not quite. He hasn't done enough to be, catapulted into this group just yet.
That's fair. I like Luka Doncic and Spencer Dinwiddie. Oh my god. All right, fellas. Well, it was a fun show. Everyone decided to dip out early, so why not call it? I got to get out of here anyway. I got stuff to do. Any final words, Ron?
In the words of the great Dale, love is love. Shout out, Dale.
Bob.
I'm taking all Kings bets on Lucra. I'll take De'Aaron Fox in points. I'll take Davion Mitchell in steals. I'll take DeMontis in rebounds. I'll take Kevin Porter or Malik Monk in threes made.
Kevin Porter.
I said Kevin Huerter. Yeah, Kevin Huerter.
You meant Huerter, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Huerter
taking.
ain't a bad one.
Yeah, I'll take DeMontis. I might even take DeMontis in assists, depending on who you match him up with. That is LFT FLD 12 on Lucra. All Kings bets.
That's heat. Chat, if you're still here, you haven't signed up for Lucra, make sure you follow that link in the pinned in the top of the chat. Otherwise, if you're watching or listening after the fact, go into the description. We got it linked there as well. That's the Lucra Sports app. Use code Players Choice. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to all the things. Hey, keep your eye out on Saturday. We got a new show coming for you.
Gridiron tonight at 9 Eastern time. Come and see your favorite argumentative duo, Dub and Fluent. J-Rob will be there as well.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you on Sunday. Peace out.